Riverbender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Jack Schmidt Chevrolet, the #1 GM certified dealer in Southern Illinois. Olin Community Credit Union, exceeding member expectations since 1934. Tycon Builders, 25 years of quality construction services. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, Buy American. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof.
The Breese Modern Day Knights visiting the CM Eagles for the third time in this series. The Knights 2-0 over the course of the last 2 years, and the CM Eagles looking to get on the winning side this season and against Breese Modern Day, Louis.
Well, you really, again, you need to pick up a win here, and it's going to fall on the hands once again. Under center will be Michael Shasheen, the junior. I know there was some outside hope that maybe Zach Tobin could return for week 3, but now that's been pushed back at least a week, maybe another 2 weeks. It all depends. Got to get yourself in football shape. Obviously, coming back from a broken bone in the right above the wrist there in the non-throwing hand. Hasn't had the reps, hasn't had the conditioning that his teammates have here. So taking a couple of extra week or so to get himself ready. And looks like the visitors from Mater Dei will get the ball football here first. And if you're CM, come out and have a good defensive series. Get your offense on the field, put together a good drive, get some confidence behind this crowd, get this crowd lively here tonight, and get on the board. I mean, it's just that, I know that first win is tough to get, but you got to start somewhere, and they really need one in the worst way.
They never did get their first win last year, going 0-9 in the 2008 season. The Eagles, coached by Scott Tonzer, the Breese Modern Day Knights, their head football coach is Jim Stiebel. Getting set to kick off for the CM Eagles is Tanner Brown, number 10. And back deep to receive for Breese Modern Day is number 10 is actually Drew Burnson for CM. And he gets a nice high kickoff down to the 3. It's fielded there by the Knights. Out across the 20, 25, big hole, and finally brought down at the 28-yard line is number 23 for Breese Modern Day, and that's Lucas Hemmons.
Well, there was some possibility there, no doubt about it. There was a big hole right up the middle there, and it closed pretty quickly. I didn't see who made the tackle for CM, but there was some definite possibilities there for Mater Dei to maybe return that opening kickoff and go all the way. 97 yards it would have been, but Eagles do a nice job of closing it off, and the Knights will start with the football at their own 29, 1st and 10.
They run a spread offense led by their quarterback, number 9, Tyler Detmer. And he drops the throw on 1st and 10, hits his running back out of the backfield for a gain of about 3, as that play goes to Alec Cool. Short gain on 1st down.
Well, good open field tackle there by Alex Beloso. Makes a nice play to limit him to a yard there, and not a whole lot picked up there.
Detmer, the quarterback for the Knights, a 6'1", 176-pound junior. And he's got 4 wideouts for him, and Cool in the backfield next to him. Looks to throw again on 2nd down. Completes the pass to the far sideline, and out of bounds up near the 1st down marker, right out of bounds at about the 38-yard line, is number 11, Colin Tonis.
Well, just a quick out along the right sideline, and picks up 7 yards there, and it's going to make it about 3rd and a long one here, but another nice job there by Beloso. He's already got a couple of quick solo tackles over there, and big 3rd down coming up.
Well, they go I formation this time, and Detmer up under center on 3rd and 1. The handoff is to the tailback, and he is going to be brought down for a short gain near the line of scrimmage. That's Lucas Heeman.
I don't think he got it.
And he's going to be short, I believe, so it's going to bring up 4th down and decision time for Jim Stiebel, the head coach for the Breese Modern Day Knights.
Well, you're in your own territory here. I know you've got less than a about a half a yard, 3/4 of a yard to go. They're going to go for it. Boy, this is guts early in the game. You're in your own territory here. I would be inclined to punt this thing away, maybe trying to draw them off sides as well.
Looks like Detmer is doing a hard count at the line. Eagles do not jump. And they're going to go for it, and it's a quarterback sneak, and Detmer got it. So they do go for it on 4th down. And a gamble early on in the game for the Breese Modern Day Knights pays off as they pick up a fresh set of downs as Detmer plunges ahead for a yard.
Well, he just moves the pile straight ahead, just relies on his offensive lineman to get him a surge there, and he's able to get one, pick up the necessary yardage, and they move the sticks.
No huddle offense for Breese Modern Day. Spread offense. Detmer in the shotgun is going to turn and fake the handoff to Heeman and roll to his left. Now looking deep down the field, and it's caught by receiver number 85 at the 30, 25, 20, 15, and finally brought down at the 10-yard line. That's 85 Adam Fune for the Knights in a big game on 1st down.
Well, it was a fake handoff there, and they do a nice job of selling the play there, and he finds his big receiver, 6'7", 225. It's kind of hard to miss a target that big.
And he was wide open down the sideline, and it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the 11. The Knights can get a 1st down without going into the end zone. The give is to Heeman, and he's going to have about 5 inside the 5, down to the 3. A gain of about 7 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, that's well, he gets about 9 there, actually. He doesn't, almost takes it all the way into the end zone, but
2nd and 1 from the 2. A yard for the 1st down, 2 yards for the touchdown. Knights trying to draw him off sides. Heeman goes off tackle right side and untouched into the end zone. And with 9:35 left to go, Heeman goes in from 2 yards out and gives the Knights a 6-0 lead.
Well, he just goes in off right tackle there, pretty much untouched, and it's an impressive opening drive to start the game for the Knights here, and they quickly jump out ahead, 6-0 with the PAT yet to come.
The big play, a long pass play from Detmer to Fune, set that up, and the Knights with an impressive drive to open this one up. John Dule is going to attempt the extra point, left-footed kicker. 14, Travis Timmerman will hold. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And with 9:35 left to go, 1st quarter, the Knights lead the Eagles by a score of 7-0. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
Welcome back to Bethalto. Louis Korak and Nick Dar with you as the Knights have gone up on top of the Eagles by a score of 7-0. An impressive first drive as they go over 70 yards for the touchdown and lead 7-0.
7 plays in 71 yards to be unofficially correct, if you want to put it that way, and they do it in 2 1/4.
Now the kickoff is fumbled by the Eagles, but then picked up and dragged down quickly is 15, Jeff Justice on the return. He's dragged out at about the 25. The Eagles will take over there on offense.
Well, that could have been disaster there if you lose a possession that quickly and give Mater Dei great field position, but Justice is able to recover, get it out to the 26-yard line, and Michael Shasheen, the junior, will step onto the field, 6'1", 180, looking now to answer back for the home team. And when you were hoping that maybe the defense could come up with a stand, the big play in that drive was the the 38-yard pass play from Detmer to Phoney. They go from their 41 to the 11, and they were in business.
Eagles now also go spread offense, and they'll hand it off to Devin Caldwell on the first play of the game, and he'll pick up a yard, maybe 2 on first down, and bring up 2nd 8.
It looked like Scott Tonser was pretty upset down there. I don't think he believed that his runner was down there, was still fighting for yardage, but they called his knee down and give him a modest yard on that carry.
Shasheen in the shotgun, spread offense as we mentioned. Shasheen, the quarterback club offensive back of the week last week. He's going to turn and pitch it to Caldwell, and he's fighting for yards across the 25 and popped pretty good at about the 28-yard line, a small gain there.
Well, they were lucky that they didn't get dropped in the backfield there as the edge rushers from Mater Dei pursued to the football pretty effectively there. He was able to slip one tackler, and that's a hard-earned yard. Now it's going to set you up in a 3rd and long, and that's what the Eagles want to avoid here. They want to avoid the 3rd and long situations. Get 4 and 5 yards. If you can get 4 or 5 yards out of a first down play, you'll be in good shape.
They'll fake it to Caldwell. Shasheen keeps it and plunges straight up the middle. He's out across the 30 to the 31, but it'll bring up 4th down, and the Eagles will have to punt. So a quick 3-and-out series for the Eagles, not what they were looking for after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive to the Knights.
No, not at all, and that was just a straight quarterback draw up the middle, and pretty difficult to pick up the necessary yardage on that play there. He picks up half of it, but they're going to be about 4 yards short here, and quickly they're going to have to punt the ball away, and I can't see who the Mater Dei return man is, but they may find themselves in good field position here when this is all said and done.
Tanner Brown set to kick it off. Tunis is back deep to receive for the Knights, and he'll receive it at the 35 and be brought down immediately at about the 36-yard line. Peloso brings him down there, and the Knights, though, again, will have pretty good field position to start this drive, already leading 7-0.
Well, they put together a nice drive to start the game off, and yeah, they're going to get started off with their own 36-yard line. Good field position here, not even halfway through this first quarter, looking to get a quick jump on the home team here tonight, already leading 7-0, and it's going to be a little interesting to see 2 offenses here going in this shotgun spread formation.
Detmer, the quarterback, sends a man in motion. That's cool for the Knights. He drops and looks to throw again, looking near sideline. He's got a man. It's caught at about the 45-yard line. That's Travis Timmerman making the reception. And he's going to be up close to a first down, about a yard shy of it. Gain of about 9.
Well, just a simple out pattern there, coming across to the left side here. Receiver was open, and nothing fancy so far other than the deep ball downfield, but Detmer already 4 for 4 in the game. 56 yards passing here in this first quarter.
And they have thrown it a lot. Lucas Heeman, the running back, next to Detmer. 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts this time, and Heeman's going to get the football. And right tackle, he's got running room midfield in the CM territory, down at the 45-yard line. And plenty for the first down, and in the CM territory go the Knights again.
I'll give them 10 yards on the carry there, and again, just a hole on the interior side, along that right side there, and just not getting hit until he's well into the secondary there, and picking up another quick first down here are the Knights, and again, they're quickly into CM territory at the 45.
And right now, the Knights having all kinds of success on the ground and through the air. This time they pitch it out, a little swing pass to Heeman, and he's got some running room again near first down marker. And a gain of 9 or 10 on the play, and where the official is standing, looks like that might be enough for another first down for the Knights.
Well, just a little simple pitch out, and again, they're not doing anything fancy, but they're gaining big yards on first down, and that is going to be about a 10-yard pass play. Give them another first down, they will move the sticks.
Down to the 35-yard line go the Knights. And deja vu all over again if you're the CM Eagles, as they have fallen behind big in their first 2 games, and they already trail 7-0 here with 6:14 left to go first quarter. Detmer sends Cool in motion this time. Low snap is fumbled. I believe the Eagles have it. They do. A low snap to the shotgun. Detmer couldn't handle it. The Eagles come up with it at 66. Jacob Sales diving on the football, and the Eagles get a break.
Well, that's exactly what they needed, and it was a self-inflicted wound by Mater Dei. Just a bad pitch. I didn't see who the center was down there, but that's the danger of running that shotgun offense is those are timing plays, and the most important play, what somebody might really overlook there, is that snap from the center back to the quarterback. You don't get a good pitch there. It just breaks everything up, and CM catches a break, and they get the ball at their own 43-yard line. See if they can turn this into points now.
Shasheen in the shotgun. Caldwell, the running back, next to him. They'll give it to Caldwell, fake it to Caldwell, rather. Or Shasheen keeps it, rather. And he's going to pick up a yard on the play as he keeps it and goes straight up the middle. Not much there, though.
Well, that's been the big difference so far right now, is the fact that Mater Dei is gaining big yards on first down, and it makes second and third down more manageable, as opposed to CM. They're setting themselves up in second and third and long situations so far. They need to change that.
3 wideouts to the far side for the Eagles. Steemack, Brown, and Beloso. And McKinney to the near side for CM. Devin Caldwell, the running back in the backfield next to Shasheen. Shasheen going to throw this time, and he's got a man caught. That's Steemack making the catch, but he's going to lose about 3 on the play as they tried to just swing it out to him, and the Knights all over it.
Now, they read it easily, and he's going to lose about 4 yards on that, and just tried a little swing pass out in the left flat over there, and Knights quickly were able to pursue and set the Eagles up in 3rd and long, and this is first time it was 3rd and 8. Now you're in a 3rd and 14, and not the kind of situations you want to be in if you're Scott Tonser and the Eagles.
Eagles need to get to the Breese Mater Dei 46. Shasheen rolling right, looking downfield. He's got all kinds of time, but no receivers open, and heads for the sidelines. Now cuts it back, but he's going to be brought down well short of the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th and long. But in all, I think a good decision by Shasheen to not force it there.
Absolutely. Well, he had no receivers. I mean, nobody's breaking, and I see one of the CM coaches down there talking to Steemack. Probably looked like he made an outcut. He was supposed to make an outcut to the right here, and there was no receiver to throw it to over here. So in that situation, you're right, it's a smart play. Tuck it in and get whatever you can, or if there's nothing there to get, just throw it away and punt the ball away. You don't want to turn the ball over in that situation after you pick up a turnover. So, again, the Eagles cannot convert after coming up with a big defensive play. That's 2 3-and-outs now offensively.
CM confused on the punting unit, and they're going to have to burn a timeout. And Scott Tonser not happy about that at all, as the Eagles getting set to punt it away from their own 44, and off to a bit of a rough start tonight, but they get the big turnover, and now punting it away. Hopefully they can pin Breese Mater Dei back and make them go the length of the field for a score.
So what makes you think the coach is upset? Just because he throws his hat down, storms out onto the field, and points his team back? That doesn't mean that he's not going to be calm and cool, even though he's pointing fingers in their face right now.
He looks slightly animated.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think a few veins are popping out of the forehead right now.
Somebody didn't know their assignment, and he's not happy about having to burn his first time out of the half with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Both teams back on the field now. Tunis and Heeman back deep to receive for the Knights, standing at their own 30-yard line. And the punt from Brown is a high short kick, bounces at the 35-yard line, takes a CM bounce down to about the 30, where the Knights will take over on offense for the 3rd time tonight. Their first 2 drives resulting in a touchdown and a lost fumble. But other than that lost fumble, the CM defense has not had an answer for the Mater Dei offense.
Well, they were able to take advantage of the fumble and the bad snap in the shotgun formation, and Knights have been able to move the ball both times they've had it. That second time on the fumble, they fumbled it inside CM territory, and potentially a scoring drive went away there for them, and now getting the ball for a 3rd time, CM. It's been a bend but don't break defense thus far. Yeah, they gave up the touchdown on the first drive, but now looking for another big series here.
Cool in motion, but the give is to Heeman off left tackle this time, and a good job by the CM defense in pursuit that time as they bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, when you've got junior Doug Reno there pursuing, he gets into the backfield, big kid at 5'10 and 265. It tends to make you run sideways instead of north and south, and they were able to limit that to no gain on the play.
2nd and 10 for Mater Dei from their own 32, leading 7-0. 3:15, clock rolling first quarter. Detmer in the gun with 4 wideouts this time. Heeman, the running back, next to him. And flags fly, and I believe we're going to have a illegal formation penalty against Mater Dei.
It's like a delay. I thought the clock was running awfully close there. First penalty of the game. Believe it or not. That's a good thing. That
is, yes.
Means the clock's moving, and
not often you see a delay penalty when in the no-huddle offense, but the Knights pick one up there, and it brings up 2nd and 15 now as that pushes them back 5 yards.
That's very strange to get a delay of game, especially when you're going no-huddle. Ooh, that was a high snap.
High snap to Detmer this time. He gets it off to his running back, Heeman, in the flat. Flag down. Heeman's got some running room. He's out across the 40 to the 41-yard line and brought down there by the Eagle defense. Jeff Justice on the tackle will check the penalty.
Well, I saw the hanky go out, and let's see what the call is here. Looks like a ineligible lineman downfield.
It's going to go against Breese Mater Dei.
Looks like that's what the signal was, if I'm not. Yeah.
It is a legal man downfield against Breese Mater Dei.
And of course, the Eagles will take that penalty. Now it's going to wipe out about a 14-yard pass play and back it up another 5 yards. So the Knights all of a sudden going backwards here.
Shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. A turnover, 2 penalties. And the Eagles need to take advantage here. 2nd and 20 now for Mater Dei. Whistles blow again. Is there something on the field? A towel. Somebody lost a towel, it would appear. It's Heeman, the running back for Breese Mater Dei, as he runs all the way into the CM secondary to pick it up, and then Jack McKinney fires it to the sidelines of the Knights.
What, are we playing flag football or what?
Detmer in the shotgun again. 3 wideouts this time to the near side. 1 to the far side. And Detmer looking to throw. He's got a man open, and it's overthrown. Looking for Adam Foney that time. And that one even out of the reach of the 6'7" junior tight end.
Well, you know, if you can't make a connection with that kid going up top, you know that was a high throw if you can't hit a 6'7" kid.
He had a big 31-yard pass play earlier on in the game on Mater Dei's first drive, helped set up the touchdown. And now it's 3rd and 20. Got to have a stop here if you're CM.
Absolutely. You almost think this is kind of a prevent defense type of scenario here. Just don't give up the big pass play downfield.
Detmer rolls right, looking downfield, got a man open, but he overthrows his receiver. That's Travis Timmerman he's looking for that time. Pretty good coverage by the Eagles. And that brings up 4th and 20, and now the Mater Dei Knights will have to punt for the first time this evening.
Well, Timmerman did a good job of getting to the sticks there. It's just the throw was a little high. If the throw was down, it may be able to squeeze one in there, but the CM defense had it pretty well covered, and it was going to take a pretty good spiral to get that thing in there.
Interesting, Detmer sort of in shotgun formation. Pooch punts it down to the 40 of the Eagles. Caldwell fields it, fair catches it at the 40, and CM's going to have good field position, but an interesting punting formation. Really, they had their offense on the field. Detmer not very deep in the shotgun and just punts it away.
I did notice that, but what really caught my eye was that was kind of a quick, fair catch called by Caldwell there. It looked like he had some running room maybe, and yeah, you want to take the good field position, but maybe he had an opportunity there. May have cost himself about 10 yards with that early fair catch, but nonetheless, they'll take the ball at the 40-yard line.
If you're CM, you'd love to put some points on the board here. Answer the Knights. Offensively, been tough sledding for the Eagles. They have not been able to move the football. 2 possessions, 2 3-and-outs. Shasheen in the shotgun.
Yeah, not a first down on the board yet.
Blitz coming. Up the middle, Shasheen with some time over the middle, got a man open, it's caught, and complete across the 40 to the 35, all the way down to the 30 goes Steemack as he settled into the middle of that zone, and Shasheen hit him in stride. Nice play there for CM.
Well, that's a 30-yard gain, and I'll tell you what made that play there was you called it. The blitz was coming right up the middle, and give credit to Caldwell for picking it up and giving his quarterback enough time to roll, and a big gain in the first down of the night for CM. Nice job by Devin Caldwell to pick up that blitz. Otherwise, that thing could have been blown up in the backfield.
It goes for 30 down to the Breese Modern Day 30. Shasheen fakes the handoff to Caldwell, tries to go up the middle again, and nothing there. He's going to lose a yard on the play, bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, the Knights did not bite on that fake there. Faked the handoff to Caldwell, and they stuck with it there. It was just a fake and a quarterback draw up the middle, and you're right, Shasheen loses a yard. You don't want to start going backwards here now. You're set up in good field position.
Shasheen in the gun, hands it to Caldwell. He cuts it back 30, drags a man down to the 25. Nice gain of 6. Good run by Caldwell that time.
Yeah, it looked like for a minute there he was going to get dropped at about the line of scrimmage again, and does a good job of working out of the initial tackle and picks up the lost yard plus 5. Now they're in a manageable 3rd down here.
3rd and 5, Shasheen in the gun, 3 wideouts to the far side.
And I'm guessing this is 2-down territory if they don't make it here.
No question, you'd have to think. Ball resting at the modern day 25-yard line.
This is a 42-yard field goal if you don't get any more yards.
Shasheen faking the handoff to Caldwell, keeping it again right up the middle, and that's going to lose a yard.
Interesting play call there. I thought maybe you've got it's a manageable down, just a little quick out, little pass play there will pick it up for you, but they're going to have to go for it here. I mean, you're at the 26-yard line. This makes it about a 43, 44-yard field goal, and I don't know if you've got the leg to go for it here.
We're under 15 seconds to go in the quarter. We'll see if CM gets this off before the quarter ends. Shasheen in the shotgun, now looks to the sideline for the play. Under 5 seconds to go now. And they try and draw the Knights offside. That's going to end the quarter.
Probably wise.
And that's a good decision. It's like having a timeout
Absolutely.
to talk about this 4th and 6 play. And we'll bring it to you when you come back. At the end of the first quarter, the Breese Modern Day Knights lead the CM Eagles by a score of 7-0. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Your kids now have kids of their own. I'm State Farm Agent Tom Lane. With just a simple gift, your grandchildren may experience a lifetime of life insurance. Give me a call at 377-8912 in Bethalto to discuss the many options that are available to provide your grandchildren with a gift of life. For great products and service that are available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, call me, Tom Lane, at 377-8912.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you use Tycon Builders for any project, no matter how big or small, they don't decide when the job is finished, you do. They won't even accept final payment for your project until you're 100% satisfied. Tycon Builders is a locally owned and operated company, so when they work on a home, they're working on the home of a neighbor, and they want to make sure their neighbors are happy. For home improvements, small or large, call Tycon Builders for a free estimate. 465-7335. Tycon Builders. Cross the bridge to quality.
4th and 6 from the Knights, 26. Shasheen in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Caldwell, the running back next to him. Shasheen going to roll to his left. He's being chased, looking downfield. Got a man open. It's Brown. He's got it. Brown at the 5 makes the catch and goes out of bounds. It's a 21-yard pass play. Nicely done that time by the Eagle offense. And Shasheen, under pressure, throws a strike.
Well, rolling to his left, and he's throwing across his body. That's just a nice little touch pass to drop that thing in there. And a nice play by Tanner Brown to be able to bring that one in, and a big conversion there, and now you're set up to score.
1st and goal for the Eagles. They'll spot it at the 6, so it's a 20-yard pass play. Good enough for a 1st down. And now the Eagle offense has something going. Shasheen's going to hand it to Caldwell right side. He's looking for some running room. Now bounces it outside, heading for the corner. He's in. Touchdown, Devin Caldwell from 6 yards out. And that was a nice run. All speed as he beats all the Knights to the corner.
Well, he fakes out the defenders. It looked like he was initially going to cut that ball inside, and instead goes to the outside and goes towards that right pylon over there. And like you said, with his speed, he's able to beat those edge runners over there in the corners and able to sneak inside. And a nice drive to answer now, and the Eagles are a point away from tying this game up after the big conversion on 4th down.
Brown, the kicker, boots through the extra point. And with 11:25 left to go in the first half, CM 7, Breese Modern Day 7. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Life is busy, and that's a good thing. Olin Community Credit Union helps me keep up with convenient checking services like free online banking and bill pay, 5 area locations, and free ATMs. They even provide extra deposit insurance to keep my money safe and sound. I know I can count on them, and that helps me give 100% to the people who are counting on me. Call Olin Community Credit Union today or visit them online at olincreditunion.org. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
What do I have to do to sell you a car?
Roberts Motors, easy to get to, just off Highway 67 or Highway 3 in Alton.
Score for the Eagles, who have fallen behind by big numbers the last 2 weeks. And to answer that and come back and tie this game up has to give them some confidence early on in this game.
Well, again, you're falling behind 35-0 and 37-0. How are you going to gain any confidence out of that? You're not. And now it's a 7-0 game going into the second quarter. Yes, you're down, but it's really manageable. You put together a good drive, and well, obviously the key to that drive was the 20-yard pass play from Shasheen to Brown, set everything up, and little life here now.
Now Brown, the kicker, kicks off. Good high kick. Going to be fielded by Heeman at the 5. Across the 10 to the 15, the 20. A seam to the 25-30, 35-40, 45 midfield. He's in the CM territory. Cuts it back at the 35 to the 30, 25-20. He's gone. 10-5 touchdown. Breese Mater Dei returns the kickoff. Lucas Heeman 94 yards rather, for the touchdown. And just like that, it's 13-7. And any confidence that you had, a lot of it is gone.
Did I just say there was a little life in this stadium here tonight? Well, now there is on the visiting side, obviously. Boy, that's just deflating for the home team here to give that up. And just too many creases in that kickoff return coverage there. Boy, it's just nice cutback also by Heeman. He looked like he had the edge down that left sideline, and pursuers were able to cut him off there, and he does a nice job of cutting it back to his right, and just like that, putting his team right back in front.
John Dooley in for the extra point attempt, and it is up and good. So now with 11:05 left to go in the half, Breese Mater Dei goes back on top, 14-7. CM gets it back when we come back. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Supplier Pricing Plus at the East Side's newest and one of the largest Chevy dealerships, Jack Schmidt Chevy of Wood River, with 14 acres of selection and more selection. Now all with Supplier Pricing Plus. Save $8,165 on a new 09 half-ton Silverado. A new 09 Malibu LS, just $18,600. Hit the road with Jack Schmidt, with over 14 acres of service, selection, and savings.
Hit the road with Jack
Schmidt Chevy,
Jack Schmidt.
Wood River, Illinois.
Life is busy, and that's a good thing. Olin Community Credit Union helps me keep up with convenient checking services like free online banking and bill pay, 5 area locations, and free ATMs. They even provide extra deposit insurance to keep my money safe and sound. I know I can count on them, and that helps me give 100% to the people who are counting on me. Call Olin Community Credit Union today or visit them online at olincreditunion.org. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
Back in Bethalto, where the CM Eagles now trail the Breese Mater Dei Knights by a score of 14-7 after a 94-yard kickoff return from Lucas Heeman of the Knights. And Drew Burnson getting set to kick it away for the Knights. Number 9, Jack McKinney, and number 15, Jeff Justice, back deep to receive for the Eagles, standing at their own 10-yard line.
Well, you had punch, counter punch. Now you've got a punch again. Can we counter punch here? We'll see.
Burnson getting set for the kick. Short kick and a flag down, and that's going to be against the Knights, as it looks like they got ahead of themselves a little bit there, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know if this was by design or what, but just a little pooch over here that was fielded by Steemack at the 35. But looks like CM may have anticipated that. I think they're going to be the ones that get called for an offside here. And now Mater Dei will kick from their 45 instead of the 40. Somebody jumped the gun.
Now they're ready to go. Is Bernston going to try it again for the Knights?
Well, you wouldn't be crazy enough to try some kind of an onside kick here.
Given the field position, you never know, but it's a high, short kick, fielded again by Steemack, this time at the 20 to the 25, and lowers his head, bowls his way out across the 30 to the 32-yard line, and the Eagles will start there. On offense, pretty good field position, all things considered.
Well, you'll take the ball at your 33 anytime. I don't know if they saw something on film on CM's kick returners there, maybe giving him a little respect there. I don't see Devin Hester anywhere out on the field, do you? I mean, no offense to the Eagles, but that's they'll take that anytime. Absolutely. You want to pooch it, yeah. We'll take the ball outside of the 30-yard line anytime.
Shasheen in the shotgun. Fakes to his right, now rolling to his right. Looking down over the middle, and that one is nearly intercepted. It falls incomplete. Steemack, the intended receiver. 44, Kane Weinberg was the closest man to it for the Knights.
Well, that's Shasheen's first incompletion. He started 3 for 3, just like Detmer for Mater Dei started 5 for 5 and has since thrown a couple of incompletions. So the quarterback's been pretty much on the money here passing the football.
2nd and 10 for Shasheen and the Eagles now. Looking to the sidelines for the play call. Caldwell switches over to Shasheen's right side. A man goes in motion. Shasheen's going to keep it. Nope. He got it off to Caldwell somehow. Not much there that time at all, though, for Caldwell and CM. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to lose a yard, actually, on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 on a strange-looking play.
That almost looked like a busted play to me. I mean, I saw that in the Pittsburgh game last night with, you may know, Rashard Mendenhall of Illinois.
Right.
Yeah, you remember that play?
Right,
yeah.
Roethlisberger's back
That almost looked very similar there. I don't know if the runner ran to the wrong side or what, but that looked like a kind of a timing issue there. And fortunate they didn't fumble the ball there.
3rd and 11 for the Eagles, needing a first down here. Shasheen takes the snap, drops back, and throws it into the flat to Caldwell. He breaks a tackle at the 35, fumbles the football, and they're going to whistle it dead, I believe.
I think they're going to call him down.
The Eagles actually jumped on the fumble. The pass was complete to Caldwell. He's going to gain about 4 out to the 36, 37-yard line. But the Eagles are going to have to punt it away well short of the first down.
Yeah, Caldwell did a nice job just to break out of the initial tackle. He looked like he was going to get brought down right at the line of scrimmage there, but just to get 5 out of that and gain some kind of yardage is a feather in his cap, but like you said, not the necessary yardage, and they're going to have to punt this one away.
Tanner Brown goes back to punt for CM. Number 11, Colin Tunis. Tunis is back deep to receive for the Knights, and they'll kick it over his head. He goes back and receives it at the 32, and he's got some room to the 40, 45 into CM territory. Great block. He's gone 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and another return for a touchdown. This time it's Tunis taking it about 68 yards into the end zone, and it's 20-7 Knights.
Well, we can see that special teams has been a big difference here in this second quarter, and 67 yards later, and Tunis is into the end zone, and boy, from a 7-7 game, special teams has played a big part for the Mater Dei Knights here as they look to go up by 2 scores.
Well, Scott Tonser was unhappy with his punting team earlier in the game for having some confusion, and now he can't be any happier with them after they've given up a kickoff return for a touchdown and now a punt return for a touchdown. And they trail 20-7. John Dooley coming in to attempt the extra point. Snap down, kick up, low kick, but it is good. Sails through the uprights and gives the Knights the 21-7 lead with 8:57 left to go in the first half. CM gets it back when we come back. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
To-do lists rarely need more to do. So, at American Family, we offer a variety of products at affordable prices with the convenience of a single agent. From auto and homeowners to business and life insurance. This is Gerard Fisher with American Family Insurance. Give me a call at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
In Bethalto, where the CM Eagles now trail the Breese Modern Day Knights by a score of 21-7. And special teams so far the story for the Knights, as they have gotten a kickoff return, a 94-yard kickoff return, and a 67-yard punt return for a touchdown this evening. And that's the difference at the moment.
Wasn't this game tied about 2.5 minutes ago?
It was.
Amazing.
The Eagles scored to tie it.
Amazing how things can just change. And I mean, in a blink of an eye, the kickoff return puts Mater Dei right back up. And now, again, it looked like just blown coverage. All the Eagle pursuers pursued to the right side, and it just blew up a big hole along that left side. And the speedy Tunyas, boy, he took advantage of it. And just once he got into the open field,
squib kick bounces off a CM returner, and Breese Mater Dei is going to have the football. Flag flies in late, but this is going to be Breese Mater Dei football, and special teams again doing in the CM Eagles as the onside kick hits Alex Lopez, bounces right back to Breese Mater Dei. They dive on it, and they're going to get it back already up 2 scores.
Boy, this is, and a personal foul tacked on top of it. Boy, it's just going from bad to worse here real quickly for CM.
So the official standing at the 47-yard line of the CM Eagles. Once they mark off the 15-yard penalty, that's going to take it all the way down to the 32. So a short field for the Breese Mater Dei offense, who really has only stopped themselves tonight when you think about it. A turnover and a penalty-laden drive have been the 2 stops the Eagle defense have been able to come up with.
Well, and this is going to give them great field position here once again. And situation like that, it almost looked like Lopez was trying to pick the football up, just fall on the thing. Fall on it, you're going to get the ball near midfield. It's going to be great field position, but looked like he just kind of muffed it. And I don't know, I see a lot of yelling going on down on the CM sideline. Coaches are not particularly happy with what they're seeing out here.
So Mater Dei has it. 1st and 10 from the CM 32. Detmer in under center this time, throwing deep down the far sideline, got a man incomplete.
Boy, it was there too.
Beloso in coverage that time. The intended receiver was Travis Timmerman.
Boy, just a little soft fade route over towards that left sideline. He looked like he dropped it in perfectly over the shoulder of the intended receiver, Timmerman, and I don't know if the ball just went through his hands or what, but nice touch pass there from Detmer. And after starting 5 for 5, he has thrown 3 straight incompletions.
Back in the shotgun now for Detmer. 4 wide receivers set. The give is to Heeman this time, and he breaks a tackle. Caldwell wraps him up, though, at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, believe it or not, Mater Dei hasn't really ran the ball effectively here, and well, they haven't had to. They've only ran 8 running plays here tonight for net gain. I've got 14 yards, and that's, of course, unofficially 14 yards running the football here. And CM's done a nice job against the run thus far, but again, it's just been the special teams right now that have been really, really big in this ball game, and all within the last 5 minutes of this game.
And now a timeout by the Knights as they want to think about it on 3rd and 10. Really, the first drive of the night for the Knights was an impressive one, but it was aided by a huge 31-yard passing play. And then they get the football back after CM went 3 and out. Had a nice drive going, fumbled the snap, CM got it back, and that kind of shifted the momentum of the football game. CM ends up tying it at 7, but then, as you said, the special teams have haunted the Eagles, a punt return and a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Well, when you look at that on film, as a coach, you're just going to be disgusted to see every once in a while, of course, you're going to see a team come up with a special teams play. It happens all the time at all levels of this game. But, boy, when you give up one on a kickoff return and then one on punt return, it just makes your night a lot longer, especially if you lose the football game. And right now, that's the difference in this game.
And now you've got an interesting situation as the Knights face 3rd and 10 from the CM 32.
Oh, you're in two-down territory
in a
here.
spot where it's two-down territory, no question.
I can't see them. If they're onside kicking, following a score near midfield, I can't see them pooch punting this thing down here.
I don't think the confidence level in the place kicker is real high on the Knights side. It doesn't seem like tonight.
I wouldn't say so.
And the extra points haven't exactly been sailing through the uprights. But you would definitely think two-down territory unless there's a penalty or maybe a big loss on this play where they would have to punt it away. But in all likelihood, two-down territory now on 3rd and 10, and you would think this ball's going in the air here from Detmer.
Well, they probably take the time out here to say, hey, if we don't pick up the first down, let's just pick up some yards here so we can get into a manageable 4th down situation.
3rd down and 10. Detmer rolling, looking to his left. Now comes back over the middle of the field. Now he's going to pull it down and run it. He's got some room, and he's going to have the first down, I believe, yes.
And more.
And more as he's brought down, way down at the 15-yard line. As a nice job by Detmer, as after he got past the defensive line of the Eagles, lots of grass in front of him.
Well, that's just good blocking there. He had all day to survey the field, didn't have anything downfield to throw the football, so he just tucks the ball away and uses all that green real estate that he had out there, took advantage of it and got himself a first down to the CM. Call it the 15.
It's a gain of 17 yards for Detmer as he sends Timmerman in motion and turns and hands it to Heeman. He's got some running room, 5, and inside the 5, and brought down at about the 3-yard line, and he's going to have close to a first down. And that'll move the chains again and give the Knights a 1st and goal from the Eagle 4.
Give him 11 on the carry. Heeman doing a nice job there of cutting inside, and longest run of the night.
Now 3 men in the backfield for the Knights, and Heeman gets it, looking to go off right tackle, and he'll gain a yard, maybe 2.
And they're going to get him all the way down to the 1 there. I believe it's Heeman, yes.
And 2nd and goal, rather, from the 1 for the Knights. Already leading 21-7 with 7:20 left to go. Clock rolling, first half.
And he's already got 2 scores on the night. Could he get a 3rd here? 1 rushing, 1 kickoff return.
Detmer under center for one of the few times tonight. Gives it to Heeman. Left tackle this time, and he's in. Nothing fancy. He goes right in off left tackle. And now it's a 27-7 ball game for the Knights.
Just getting behind those big linemen of his and surging forward for the necessary 1 yard, and it will be touchdown number 3 for Lucas Heeman, having quite a game, having quite a first half.
A kickoff return, a 94-yard kickoff return, and a 1-yard touchdown run and a 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point attempt is up and good. And with 7:06 left to go in the first half, the Breese Modern Day Knights lead the CM Eagles by a score of 28-7. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports. For the
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
And here they start with it again at their own 40-yard line, so they've had good starting field position, but other than the one drive, they've only had one drive and 2 first downs in this game. They just haven't been able to move the football effectively at all.
Shasheen in the shotgun sends Brown in motion, gives it to Caldwell right side. He's got some running room to the 42, and nice open field tackle there.
Boy, that looked like a horse collar there. And you could see the CM coaches they're not really happy with that. That looked like a horse collar tackle to me. Wow.
It's a gain of about 4 for Caldwell. Looked like Burnson on the tackle that time for the Knights.
I don't blame him for being upset on that. That should have been a 15-yarder.
4 wide receivers for Shasheen on 2nd and 6 from his own 44. Dropping, looking to his left. Throws it over the middle. It's caught. And falling down with the catch is number 9, Jack McKinney, excuse me. And he takes it out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's unfortunate there, too, because he had some real estate if he's able to maintain his feet, but he did a nice job just to bring that one in off the fingertips. But a 3rd and short here, they really need a conversion here in the worst way.
No question. Shasheen in the gun, 4 wide receiver set. And he's going to fake it to Caldwell and run the draw at the middle. This time he's got the first down, and maybe the first time all night we've seen that play work as Caldwell takes it into Knight territory down to the 47-yard line. Good enough for an Eagle first down.
Well, this time the Knights bit on the fake handoff, and Shasheen just takes that thing right up the gut. Moves the chains. They get into modern-day territory, and again, they were in a situation before where they needed to get a score. Now they desperately need a score. You're down by 21 here. You need to somehow get this to 14 if you can, and go from there. You're down to 5.5 to go here.
Shasheen's going to give it to Caldwell right side. He's got some running room to the 40, breaks the tackle, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, cuts it back 10, and down to the 5-yard line, 6-yard line, make it goes Caldwell. A big gain for the Eagles there. Nice running by Devin Caldwell.
Oh, very nice. Just a little belly out there, and it works to perfection. Gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. So 42 yards on that carry there, and sets up 1st and goal.
And now number 7, Ryan Cherry, taking the snap at quarterback for the Eagles this time. And he's going to give it to Caldwell. Nope, he keeps it. And nothing there. A loss of 2 as they try that quarterback draw again. And that results in a loss of a couple. And now Shasheen heads back in.
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard on the play there. And kind of a peculiar call there. You've got a capable quarterback of running that play there, but trying to mix it up is Scott Tonzer and the offensive people.
2nd and goal from the 6 as they're going to hand off to the wideout, and this time it's going to work as McKinney's going to take it in. Jack McKinney on the end around takes it in from 6 yards out, and with 4:26 to go in the ball game, it's 28-13 Breese Mater Dei.
Well, they needed that drive. CM did in the worst possible way there, and very nice. They do it on the ground, and a lot of all of it was on the run, other than the 1 3-yard pass play to McKinney, and they do a nice job again of selling the initial handoff, getting the end around from McKinney, and he gets the edge over here on this left side and is able to beat the defenders to the goal line.
Tanner Brown on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Devin Caldwell. Snap is down, kick is up, long enough, and it is good. So with 4:26 left to go in the first half, it's Breese Mater Dei 28, CM 14. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
So we'll retire to the mountains.
Oh, but I love the ocean.
There are places you want to get to in life, like retirement. And now your State Farm agent can help guide you with the free State Farm Insurance and Financial Review to prioritize your needs and help you plan a roadmap for your financial future.
Come on, nothing beats pine trees.
Except for palm trees.
Call and schedule yours today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Contact Tom Lane to lay out your roadmap to retirement today at 377-8912 across from Gino's 140 Club in Bethalto.
When you use Tycon Builders for any project, no matter how big or small, they don't decide when the job is finished, you do. They won't even accept final payment for your project until you're 100% satisfied. Tycon Builders is a locally owned and operated company, so when they work on a home, they're working on the home of a neighbor, and they want to make sure their neighbors are happy. For home improvements, small or large, call Tycon Builders for a free estimate. 465-7335. Tycon Builders. Cross the bridge to quality.
With Louis Korak, Dick Darr back with you in Bethalto, where the CM Eagles now trail 28-14, and that right there was a big drive to get them back into this game.
Oh, no doubt about it. You've got 28-7 deficit that you're staring at, and this game is starting to get away from you once again, and you're going for the third straight time, potentially going to go into the locker room staring at a huge deficit, and all the confidence just knocked out of your system, and you put a drive together there. Now you've got a little bit of that confidence back. You still have a ways to go, but 2 touchdowns is a little bit more manageable than 3 and maybe even 4.
Well, this is a crucial. If I'm Scott Todger, there's no way I'm kicking it to one of the deep men and giving them a chance to set up a return.
No, I wouldn't say after the yards that they've gashed here on the punt and on the kickoff. I would imagine this is going to be maybe even a squib. No, they're going to go deep.
They kick it deep, and it's going to take a nice CM bounce into the end zone. Tunis let that one bounce, and it bounces into the end zone. So fortunate bounce that time for CM, as now the Knights will start at their own 20.
Good kick there from Tanner Brown, and I think that was more or less by design. If you're going to kick to one of these guys, kick to the corners and force them onto one side of the field instead of giving it to them up the middle where they can survey which side of the field they're going to go. Let's put them in one corner, and let's basically build a wall around them and say, here, if you want to try to get around that, good luck.
Now the defense needs a stop. No time running off the clock there. 4:26 still to go. Detmer in the shotgun. And he's looking to throw into the flat this time for his running back, Heeman. And Heeman's going to have a gain of about 4 on first down. Little swing pass into the flat. Devin Caldwell in on the tackle. Also 66, Jacob Sales in the area.
And they've used that little swing pass a couple of times here now. One went for 10, this one for 4 to Heeman. And positive yards, though, on first down again for the Knights.
Yeah, anytime you can get 4 yards on first down, you're usually pretty happy. It sets up second down and 6. The Knights with the ball at their own 24. Detmer rolling to his left, looking to run. Now he fakes the toss, pulls it down, and drops his head and crosses the first down marker, I believe, as he's going to be out to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he sold the fake there and looked like he was going to pitch it to his left and tucked it away and gains good yards, gets 8 up to the 32-yard line. They move the chains again.
1st and 10. Knights with the football, looking to the sidelines for the play, and now the wideouts and running back look to their wristbands to see what play has been called.
Well, there's plenty of time on the clock. That's really not an issue here at all.
3:25 to go, clock rolling. Man in motion is Timmerman. Fake is to Heeman. And Detmer's going to throw it into the flat to Timmerman, and he's going to be up, knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 3:14 left to go, a gain of about 8.
Well, again, that's good yardage on first down. When you've got 2 and 3 to go, it makes second and third down a lot easier and a lot more manageable.
2nd and 2 from the 40 now of the Knights. Detmer in the gun. Heeman behind him, the running back. 4 wide receivers set again. And a flag flies, and that's probably going to go against the Knights. And they're pointing at the wide receiver. Looked like he may have been lined up across the line of scrimmage.
He's telling the young man right now, looks like Tanyas is the one that's going to get called, and it's going to back it up 5 yards. It's 3rd penalty of the game for the Knights. They've all been 5-yarders.
And that makes it a much better situation for the CM defense, 2nd and 7 instead of 2nd and 2. Now you feel like you have a fighting chance.
Well, this is a big down here. If you can force them into 3rd and long, it gives yourself an opportunity to maybe get this football back with 3 minutes and counting now.
Under 3 to go now, 2:57 clock rolling. Detmer in the gun, looking to throw to his left side and looking deep down the field. He's got a man, and it's caught again. Funi that time makes the catch down at the 35-yard line, and he just threw it up for the big man, and he went up higher and got it.
It's kind of like throwing the football to Plexico Burris, isn't it?
It really is.
Just a jump ball and go up and get it, and they move the chains once again.
Big play there as it's 1st and 10 now into CM territory down to the 35. Detmer in the gun, and he's going to turn and fake the handoff to Heeman, and he's going to keep it. He's got some running room. A first down to the 15, 20, and down to the 15-yard line goes Detmer with a big gain on first down, another first down.
Boy, picking up chunks of yards now, and Knight's in a good situation to score here again, and he picks up 18 yards on that play, and another first down.
They'll spot it back at the 17-yard line, so instead of the 15, but in any case, still first and 10 for the Knights as they put together a nice drive again to answer the CM touchdown.
Well, they've done that both times now, the first time with the kickoff, and now moving the football very effectively.
CM needs a big play on defense. Detmer looking into the flat. He's got his man. It's Phoney again. Cuts it back at the 5, dives for the end zone, and he's in. Adam Phoney into the end zone, his first touchdown of the night, and it extends the lead to 20, 34-14 now, Breese Modern Day Knights.
Well, just a pass out in the flat here on the right side, and wide open, and Phoney cuts that thing back, dives for the goal line, and gets himself into the end zone, and 34 points, maybe 35 here in one half. CM cannot be happy with what's going on here. It's going to be a long halftime speech again.
High snap, kick up and blocked, and that's going to be no good. So the extra point missed. First extra point we've seen missed tonight as CM gets a piece of that one. And it falls without going through the uprights. So with 1:59 left to go first half, it's Modern Day 34, CM 14. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Life is busy, and that's a good thing. Olin Community Credit Union helps me keep up with convenient checking services like free online banking and bill pay, 5 area locations, and free ATMs. They even provide extra deposit insurance to keep my money safe and sound. I know I can count on them, and that helps me give 100% to the people who are counting on me. Call Olin Community Credit Union today or visit them online at olincreditunion.org. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
If you haven't driven a Ford, drive one. You'll be surprised.
Drive green in the 09 Ford Focus. All new design, up to 35 miles per gallon, and it talks. Drive smart in the 09 Fusion, a Consumer Digest Best Buy. Drive safe in the Ford Escape, equipped with roll stability control and Ford's personal safety system. Drive quality in the 09 Edge, voted the most appealing midsize CUV by J.D. Power. Come in today and drive one. Roberts Motors, easy to get to, just off Highway 67 or Highway 3 in Alton.
Trail the Breeze Modern Day Knights 34-14. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first half as the Eagles drew within 14, but again, Breeze Modern Day with an answer as they take it 80 yards for the touchdown. Nice, impressive drive by the Knights that time.
Well, they just marched it on down the field, mixed it up with the pass and the run. Were able to get a couple of big pass plays, and again, the big receiver, the big 6'7", call him tight end. He's listed as a tight end, but
he's playing wide out tonight, though.
Yeah.
And impressively doing it. Another 30-yard gain for Phoney that time on that drive. And then the 17-yard touchdown reception to cap off the drive.
3 catches for 86 yards tonight.
Pretty impressive. Another short kick.
Can I get him on my fantasy team?
Absolutely. That's fielded again by the up-back, number 60, Andrew Campbell. And for the second time tonight, he lowers his shoulder and takes it out to the 41-yard line. So good field position for CM.
How many times have we said that tonight?
Absolutely. They have had good field position tonight.
So you would think this game would be a lot more closer than it is. And CM has had 2 good scoring drives here tonight, but obviously it hasn't been enough. They haven't done enough to stop the Modern Day offense, which is scored 3 times tonight, and they've had a couple of special team scores, which makes things a lot more sweeter for you.
1:53 to go, 2 timeouts for the Eagles. Shasheen going to keep it this time for the Eagles, and he's got good yardage on the draw this time. Looked like maybe another horse collar.
Boy, it was, and Scott Tonser letting this side judge know about it.
Now there is a flag on the play.
I mean, he is absolutely right.
They are going to call a horse collar this time, so that's going to be tack on 15. As Shasheen had already taken it into Knight territory down to the 49. They'll mark off 15.
I mean, you and I could see that up here. For somebody's set of eyes has to see it down there.
And that's going to mark it all the way down to the 34-yard line, minute 45 left to go. So that's a big penalty against the Knights.
Well, give them a gain of 10 on the run and tack on 15 more, so a chance to put points on the board, and you obviously need it.
Shasheen in the gun's going to give it to Caldwell, and he's got a little bit of running room out across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Pretty good gain on first down that time, a gain of about 5.
That's the kind of yards you'd like to gain on first down. Again, 5 yards, it makes second and third down more manageable here.
Under a minute 30 to go now. Shasheen in the gun.
Plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts left here.
Shasheen looks right into the flat. Caldwell throws it behind him. He makes a nice adjustment on the ball and takes it down to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 on the play, and it's going to bring up third and short, and the Eagles right away take timeout with a minute 10 left to go.
Boy, that looked like it had, obviously it was thrown behind Caldwell. He makes a nice catch, but it looked like he had some room. That had some possibilities for more yards than that. He does get 4, and it's third and short here. They take their second timeout, and we remember back in the first quarter how they had to burn their first timeout.
That's probably why remembers it right now.
That's probably why he'd like to have that one right now. He would like to have 3 timeouts going into that drive as opposed to 2. Now you're down to 1. Those coaches know what they're talking about. They know when they're going to need them, and he's probably thinking at the time that we're going to need that sometime in the second quarter, and we just had to burn one.
And the other small detail, if that ball is not behind Caldwell, he is probably able to pick up the first down on that play. So now you have to possibly waste it down trying to pick up this extra yard on 3rd and 1.
Well, the quarterback sneak has worked here in the last couple of drives, and they've done a nice job with the belly fake to Caldwell, and it looks like Cherry's in the game again. This might be one of those where this is his specialty.
Could be.
He's probably just going to go straight up the gut with this and get a first down.
Bad snap. He does go straight up the gut. He's got plenty for the first down, though. That was a nice catch on the snap. He takes it down to the 21 for a first down, and that'll stop the clock while they move the chains. And Cherry heads to the sideline. Shasheen right back in on 1st and 10 from the 21. Now they roll the clock.
Well, there's plenty of time to go here.
Under a minute to go.
Don't want to rush it.
Shasheen drops to pass. Looking into the flat, and he's got a man. It's McKinney. And a nice open field tackle. Down to the 16 goes McKinney, and that'll keep the clock rolling. Good tackle by Alex Teeby of the Knights.
Boy, they only give him, they mark him 3 yards there. I thought he might have gotten a little more, but.
2nd and 7, inside the 20 to the 17. Shasheen rolling to his right, looking into the end zone, or now he checks down to his intermediate receiver, and that's going to be caught. No, incomplete, they're going to call it.
Boy, he could have kept that one and tucked it away. He had some real estate in front of him to run with that football.
Steemack, the intended receiver. The clock will stop on the incomplete pass. 29.9 seconds to go.
Maybe that was the intention, too.
3rd and 7.
You don't pick up the first down. It doesn't stop the clock either, and you don't want to burn that last time out. You're down to 29.9 here.
Shasheen in the gun. 4 wide receivers, another low snap, and now Shasheen in trouble. He's going to be sacked back at the 19-yard line, and CM's going to have to burn their last time out.
Again, we saw that problem with Mater Dei, and Cherry also had a bad snap on the ball that he had, but he did a nice job of getting to the football, and I could just imagine if you're a shotgun formation team, how many reps you take during a week just working on the snap. I mean, it's just so vital for it.
And a tough job for the center, to be sure, as you've got to snap the ball and then take on the defensive tackle all in about a matter of a split second. So now 4th and 8. And where do you go here if you're CM? It's about a 37-yard field goal attempt, but I don't think they're going to try that as they send the offense back onto the field.
If it's up to me, without the knowledge of what kind of a kicker you have, I would almost think you have to take the points here. It's 4th and long. You don't want to pass up the points here, but if you don't have the kicker for it, and you're out of timeouts, too.
He's got the leg. We've seen a couple deep kickoffs, though, and the extra points have been plenty long.
Well, you're out of timeouts here, too, so if you don't pick up first down here, obviously you turn it over.
4th and 8, Shasheen in the gun, looks to the sideline now.
If you get the first down, you have to hurry your offense up and spike the football then. I mean, you're down to 24 and a half seconds here.
This could go to the end zone. It does. And a man is open. Brown, touchdown! How about that? Tanner Brown, 20-yard touchdown pass. And how can you let that happen if you're the modern-day defense? Brown gets behind the defense, gets a step, and Shasheen throws a strike. 19-yard touchdown pass with 17.4 seconds to go.
Well, he beats the corner there, the senior corner, number 31, Patrick, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, Lopker. And boy, what a throw. I mean, I was just impressed with the throw to get that perfectly into the corner. Oh, and they muffed the snap.
Caldwell going to try and run for the 2 points. He may get there. Dives for the corner. He's in. And how about that? Boy, you talk about on those last 2 plays anyway for the Eagles, everything going right. Brown breaks open for the touchdown. Now Caldwell, the snap was good. Caldwell fumbled it as he tried to place it down. It bounced right back up to him. And he heads for the corner and scores the 2-point conversion. Well, with 17.4 seconds left, we've got a ball game.
Maybe that's
the Eagles down 12 now.
Maybe that's the kind of break you need. I mean, that was just a totally botched extra point there. And instead of getting nothing, you gain an extra point out of it. Just amazing.
And now 17.4 seconds left to go. 34-22. Your special teams has got to contain the modern-day Knights again, and of course the Eagles will get the football to start the second half as well.
Well, I think modern day's got 2 timeouts. Is that? I don't know if I'm correct on that. I know they burned 1. Unofficially they have 2 left. I would almost say with 17.4 left here, you might want to squib kick this one, or pooch it over here around between the 20 and the 30.
Considering your kickoff and punt coverage tonight, I don't think there's any way you can let Heeman.
They did it last time, though.
Field the football.
They did it last time.
This is a line drive kick headed for the sidelines. Takes the CM back. It's to Tunyas at the 20, and they'll pin him up against the sideline. Nice job this time by the CM coverage team. Cherry comes in and makes a big hit. And that one's going to be spotted at about the 31-yard line. 9.8 seconds left to go. We'll see if the Knights are content to go into the half with a 12-point lead or if they air it out here.
Well, you've got a big 6'7" receiver. Why not just throw one up for him somewhere down the field? Now, that might be asking a lot to try to get him into some kind of... You've obviously showed you don't have a kicker, so...
Definitely not in a... We'll see what kind of formation they come out in. Now a flag comes out.
Well, they may have broken the huddle with 12 men. I see the CM players are clapping, so...
We saw a Knight player sprinting off to the sidelines. Now they're going to pick the flag up.
I always am amused at that logic. You throw the penalty in the side. Well, no, maybe not.
I guess they miss it sometimes. Well, we know they miss it sometimes.
Then my question is, why'd you throw it in the first place?
Shotgun formation for Detmer. He's going to turn and hand it off to Heeman. And barring a timeout, that'll be the last play of the first half as he is brought down for a gain of about 2. And that'll end our first half with the Eagles in the football game. Now trailing 34-22 at the half. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Riverbender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Jack Schmidt Chevrolet, the #1 GM certified dealer in Southern Illinois. Olin Community Credit Union, exceeding member expectations since 1934. Tycon Builders, 25 years of quality construction services. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, Buy American. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof.
Let's hear it for Senior High School marching Eagles.
To-do lists rarely need more to do. So, at American Family, we offer a variety of products at affordable prices with the convenience of a single agent. From auto and homeowners to business and life insurance. This is Gerard Fisher with American Family Insurance. Give me a call at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
Supplier Pricing Plus at the East Side's newest and one of the largest Chevy dealerships, Jack Schmidt Chevy of Wood River, with 14 acres of selection and more selection. Now all with Supplier Pricing Plus. Save $8,165 on a new 09 half-ton Silverado. A new 09 Malibu LS, just $18,600. Hit the road with Jack Schmidt, with over 14 acres of service, selection, and savings.
Hit the road with Jack.
Jack Schmidt Chevy, Wood River, Illinois.
Breese Modern Day getting set to kick it off. Dominic Rund is going to kick it off. Low line drive kick fielded by back across the other side of the field. He's got some room. 25-30. 35 cut back at the 40 to the 45 midfield into Breese Modern Day territory to the 45 and flags all over the field at the end of the play as well.
I'm watching him there. Do you realize how close he was to stepping out of bounds at the 25 there? And he goes from one side of the field to the other, and I thought for a minute there he might take that thing all the way back.
Let's check the penalty. I think maybe initial indication it could be a face mask.
That would be my guess.
It is a face mask against the Knights.
I don't know if they changed that rule.
Nope. Against CM, they're pointing.
Wow.
We'll see if it's of the 5 or 15-yard variety.
Did he point in the wrong direction?
You rarely see a face mask called against the offensive team, but this is going to be against CM.
Wow. It's going to wipe out a great return.
I think it's only a 5-yard face mask penalty.
It puts the ball back.
They'll have it at midfield.
It's still great field position.
Absolutely.
Winds up net yards. It wound up being a 30-yard return to the modern day 45, but the penalty is going to back it up 5 yards. So they are. I didn't know if they changed that call in high school or not. I know now in the NFL and in college there's no 5-yarders. It's 15 yards or bust. So
Sheeshan in the shotgun. And he's going to turn and pitch it to Caldwell. He's in the modern day territory. Gain of 5, gain of 6. He's down near the first down marker, fighting for extra yards at the end of that play.
I think he got the first down.
I think you're right. He goes all the way down to the 40. And they haven't moved the chains as of yet. Now they will. The chain gang a little late in moving.
I was going to say, my calculations, I'm not a mathematician, but if you go from the 50 to the 40, and inside the 40, actually.
4 wideouts this time. And every time, for that matter. 1st and 10 Eagles.
Unless the game's changed on us here somehow, I don't know.
Give us to Caldwell right side this time. Cuts it back 45, now bounces it outside, and good open field tackle. It's a gain of 5 as it is, but Caldwell breaks that tackle, and he may go.
Yeah, nice tackle there by Drew Burnson for Mater Dei. He doesn't make the tackle there. He may gain that right sideline and go all the way, but nevertheless, CM's offense now picking up very good yards on first down.
And they look confident and smooth on offense. Pitches to Caldwell. And he's looking for running him in trouble. Cuts it back, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He won't get there. It's going to be a loss of a yard.
Yeah, it looked like there, number 41. And of course,
that's Dominic Run, who's not on the roster.
Oh, I'm glad you picked that one up. Okay, there we go. I'm looking at the roster, and I'm like, of course, he's not on the roster. He pursued there well and forced the loss of a yard there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. Very important down here. You're at the 36-yard line of Mater Dei.
They give it to Caldwell, and he's trying to get outside. Can't get that. Now makes a cutback to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe actually gain a yard. And that's a good play by Caldwell to give him a chance, I think, here to maybe go for it on 4th and 5.
Boy, at that time, if you fake the handoff, I think Shasheen gets the first down because they totally pursued to the running play there of Caldwell. And they're going to go for it here, and I don't blame Scott Tonser for this call. They've been effective on 4th down all night. Why not try it again?
I think you might have to put it in the air here, though.
Absolutely.
Shasheen in the gun, high snap, and under pressure this time. Throws it back across the field, a low throw to McKinney. He's trying to get the first down. He cuts it back and won't get there. Brought down by a host of tacklers at the 32-yard line. And that play was in trouble from the start, it appeared.
Well, it had potential, but again, Mater Dei bringing the blitz off the right edge there and just not giving enough time for Shasheen to make a play there. And, boy, this is quite the stats for McKinney. 3 catches for 3 yards apiece. That time he needed 5, and big defensive stand for the visiting Knights there because, like you said, CM was gaining some confidence offensively. Now it's going to be up to the CM defense to see if they're able to make some adjustments.
Now an adjustment for the Mater Dei offense as they come out in the I formation. 2 wide receiver set and give it off to Heeman. And a flag on the play is probably going to be a hold against the Knights. Heeman gained about 4, but we'll check the penalties.
I'm guessing hold here. It's in that area of holding, but you never know. May have a chop block as well.
Personal foul against the Knights.
Wow. That's usually the indication of a chop block.
Indeed. And that'll push him back 15 yards from the spot of the foul, so that'll be back at the 19-yard line.
Well, one of the officials was giving one of these. That's usually a hit to the face. So that's maybe what we had here. So wipe out that run, and we will call it a 1st and about 25.
They need to get to the 43-yard line, and they have it at about the 18. That adds up to 25 in my mind anyway.
Sounds good to me.
Detmer now back in the shotgun spread offense again, and he's throwing deep to down the far near sideline, rather.
Boy, he had a receiver, too.
Tunis was the intended receiver. He was open. But that was overthrown by Detmer, and it brings up 2nd down.
Looked like McKinney that time bit on the short route, and the receiver had beaten him by a couple of steps by the time he had recovered. And you can see Scott Tonser letting him know, son, you got away with one there.
They list Detmer at 6'1". He looks a lot to me like Drew Breese. And he throws this one, a man open again is Timmerman. And a nice play that time by the defensive back. Good closing speed of the Eagles.
Caldwell. Very nice.
As Timmerman had a step, but Caldwell closed it quickly and batted that one away, and now it brings up 3rd and 22.
He doesn't get a hand on that one and knocks that down. That's about a 40-yard gain. Because the pass was perfectly thrown.
If not 6, depending on what Timmerman does after he catches it.
Yeah, because Caldwell leaves his feet, and if he leaves his feet and doesn't get a hand on that ball, he's out of the play.
Detmer in the shotgun again. 4 wide receiver set. 3rd and 22. 25, actually. Detmer's going to try and run with it. Now the option play, they'll toss it to Heeman. He's got some running room, and he's going to be brought down short of the first down. Good tackle. Jack McKinney brings him down. Otherwise, that could have easily resulted in a first down, and now we've got a flag on the play as well. Looks like a hold against the modern-day Knights.
I'd back him up again. I don't know. Scott Townsend might decline this.
It'll be 4th down if he declines it.
But you think about it, if you back them up here, you're backing them up inside their 10, and it's gonna be 4th and forever, or 3rd and forever. But again, you never know. You throw a jump ball up, and you get some kind of wacky pass interference penalty, and that's going to become an automatic first down. So it looks like Scott Townsend's going to back them up here, and
it's going to put them back at about the 16-yard line.
Well, they're only going to gain about 3 yards out of that, so I would almost be inclined
I would have taken the football.
Absolutely.
Made it 4th down anyway. 3rd and 26, they'll call it. Detmer in the gun. Looks over the middle for his receiver, and the ball was intended for Phoney, I believe. It goes over his head. Timmerman had a shot at it, but it's incomplete. And it brings up 4th down, and it looks like Scott Townsend made the right decision.
But what you had there was pressure off the edge, and you forced a quick throw. And I'll tell you what, that was about a split second or two away from being picked off, and that's what CM seems to be missing right now. And finally, they got that pressure off the edge. You force that quick throw, you never know what can happen.
Well, now it's 4th and 26. McKinney and Caldwell standing inside Breese Modern Day territory to receive this punt from Detmer, who is standing inside his own 5. High, short kick. CM trying to get away from it. It almost hits Brown. Now CM trying to dive.
Why would you not get away from that?
This ball's at the 35-yard line, and
wow.
CM is on top of it. Ryan Cherry dove on top of it. I'm not sure if it hit Brown or not.
Yeah.
But the way the Eagles reacted, it almost seemed like they thought it had hit him.
Yeah, I
otherwise,
agree.
you just need to get away from the football.
Absolutely. Look where you're getting the football there, and Brown didn't act like it hit him or anything, and it was close, though. Let's put it that way, because the football took a backward bounce after it hit the ground the first time, and boy, Cherry made that. That could have been disaster there.
Absolutely. Disaster avoided, and it's 1st and 10 Eagles at the modern day 35. So great field position here. Trailing by 12. We're under 8 minutes to go now, 3rd quarter. And a big drive here. CM winning the field position battle right now. Shishin throws to the flat. It's intercepted. Into the flat. It's intercepted. Alex Tebe on the interception.
Boy, you go from great field position. Looked like the intended receiver was Beloso over there trying to just make a quick out to the left, and Tebby read that one perfectly and comes up with the interception and a big turnover there.
Boy, he locked in on him, it seemed like, and Tebby read it all the way, intercepts it, and now Breese Modern Day with a huge break. 1st and 10, they have it at their own 33. CM defense has to come up big after just being on the field. Detmer throwing into the flat for Timmerman. And he's got a man. It's caught, and Timmerman makes the reception. Picks up about 3 on the play. As he's out to about the 30. Well, they'll spot it at the 35. It's a gain of just 2.
That's good closing speed there by first team All-Valley selection of a year ago, Caldwell. Does a nice job of bringing Timmerman down and limiting the gain to 2 yards.
2nd and 8 now for the Knights at their own 35. Detmer in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set, 3 of those to the near side.
Got to come up big defensively again. They did the last time.
Detmer looking deep down the far sideline for Phoney. He jumps up, has it. Flag on the play. It was Beloso in coverage. Phoney came down with it. Inside Eagle territory down to the 43-yard line. We'll check the penalty.
Is this an offensive pass interference? He might have pushed off here to get some separation.
Indication is a hold, but he didn't point either direction. I think it's going to go against CM, though.
This official's not helping us out very much.
He's usually when they talk to the Breese Modern Day Knights, so that means it's going against the Eagles, and
I would think so.
A hold against the Eagles is going to be declined, so they run that jump ball play again. Phoney comes down with it. at the 48-yard line of CM. So that's a big play on 2nd and 8 as they pick up about 17 yards. Right at 17.
Well, he's had quite a game here tonight. 105 yards and 4 receptions now. Not bad when you're averaging about 26 yards a catch.
Detmer in the shotgun. You sometimes wonder why they wouldn't just continue to run that play. Detmer looking deep down the field. Now checks down to his running back, Heeman. He's got it at the 40. Cuts back 35 first down yardage and brought down there by Cherry. Inside the 35 to the 34 goes Lucas Heeman.
Now that's a good play there by Detmer, and he gains, we'll give him about 15 on that play there to Heeman. It's a good check down. You don't have anything downfield. You don't want to try to force the ball into tight space there, and gets 15 yards, and they move the chains once again.
Knights driving. They have it 1st and 10 at the Eagle 34.
Well, this could be just a back-breaking drive to CM.
Flag comes out. I think we're going to have a 5-yarder against the Mater Dei Knights of some variety here. False start against Breese Mater Dei.
Penalties starting to add up here. It's the 7th penalty of the night for Mater Dei. 7 penalties and 60 yards in total yardage there. CM at 3 for 25, so
34-22. Knights lead it. 6:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 15 at the Eagle 39. Detmer's going to turn and hand off to Heeman. No, he keeps it, and he's going to plunge ahead to about the 35-yard line. He'll pick up about 4.
And he gets the majority of the penalty back, so it's going to bring up about a 2nd and 11 here from the 40. But again, I would have to imagine, at the 35, I would have to imagine, again, they're probably in 4-down territory here. But then again, you're only protecting a 12-point lead here.
Detmer up under center this time. 2 tight end set, 1 back behind him. And Detmer's going to fake the handoff, roll to his right, looking downfield for Phoney. He's got it. Nice catch, nice throw. Down to the 21-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, you credit both the receiver and the quarterback for making a pinpoint throw there, because Caldwell had great coverage on him. That's just a credit to the quarterback and on the receiver for some soft hands there and coming up with that one.
A gain of 14 down to the 21. Detmer again under center. Now 3 backs in the backfield as they just show all kinds of formations to the Eagle defense now. Detmer's going to turn and toss it to Heeman. He's got the 30. He's got the 27. Ball comes loose. Ball's loose. The Eagles say they have it. And they do. Wow.
How huge is that, boy? You're looking at a opportunity where Mater Dei is going in for a potential clinching score here. We'll put you up by 3 scores. Big defensive play there. And Caldwell comes up with the fumble recovery. Well, you felt bad for him because I thought he had great coverage on that previous play that the pass was caught.
Well, he was right there, no question.
And it's only fitting that he comes up with the football there. And last couple of times here to see him, defense has come up big. Believe it or not, they started at their own 16. Believe it or not, this is probably their worst starting field position of the game.
Sheeshan looks to throw. That's tipped and caught. Nearly intercepted. It's going to be caught back at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard. I think Caldwell came down with it.
And he's limping now.
No gain, though. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from their own 15. The Eagles will have it. The last 2 passes from Sheeshan have been intercepted, and that one tipped, nearly intercepted, and Caldwell fortunate to come down with it.
Well, it was a low pass that time, and somebody got a hand. One of the interior linemen just got a hand up on the ball. Anytime that happens, boy, it turns into a tip drill, and fortunately Caldwell was there to make the reception. No gain, but they don't lose the football, which is even more important.
Sheeshan throwing into the flat this time, and that one's juggled and dropped by Matthew Steemack.
Well, that one Shasheen got that one in the right spot, and it's just dropped. I mean, it had some potential, but again, Mater Dei bringing the pressure now. off the outer edges on both sides, and CM right now, they don't appear like they have enough blockers there. The blocking schemes just isn't there. He doesn't have a whole lot of time to survey his receivers, and it looks like they're just trying these little quick hitches.
3 down linemen for the Knights. They bring 5 again. Shishin drops, looking deep down the sideline. Got a man open. Is Brown. He catches it at the 39-yard line. He had 2 receivers in that area. Beloso may be the more open of the 2. But as it is, Tanner Brown comes down with a big gain all the way down to the 39.
Well, that time he was just ran an up route and quick cut inside, and he was open, and Shashin does a nice job of floating that pass in there, and they pick up a big first down and get off their own goal line there, more importantly.
Shashin now in the shotgun with a lot more breathing room to work with. 1st and 10 at their own 39. Handoff is to Brown, looking to go end around. Cuts it back to the 40. Dragging tacklers out to the 41-yard line. They'll spot it. Small gain on the play. 2, maybe 3. They're going to spot it up at the 42, so he'll gain 3. It'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're able to use Brown in a number of different ways. Is that a hanky down there?
There's
I see
a flag on the far side. And no indication from the official as of yet.
That's a bench warning.
A warning against the modern day bench, I believe, for being too close to the field.
That's a different one. You don't hear that one very often.
Shashin in the shotgun. Gives it to Caldwell up the middle. To the 44, up near the 45-yard line. A gain of about 3 again.
Makes it manageable once again. You're in 3rd and short here. You got 3rd and about 3, a long 3.
In the short yardages has been where the quarterback sneak has had some success.
Well, you'd like to keep this drive going here.
They'll call it 3rd and 4. With Shashin in the gun.
If they get this to the 49, he'll pick up the first down, so.
Shashin fakes it to Caldwell, keeps it. Cuts it outside, he's got a first down to midfield. Into modern day territory, down to the 45, to the 42. Nice carry by Shashin.
Once he gets around that initial tackler, he almost was tackled at the line of scrimmage, but he does a nice job of skipping over that and give him a carry of 13 there and move the sticks once again. And an impressive drive here that started on their 15 has suddenly gotten to the modern day 42-yard line.
Absolutely. Regardless of the result of this drive, they have done some good things and moved the football and got the field position back in their favor, if nothing else.
After 49 points in the second quarter,
0.
Not a point yet here.
Shashin dumps it in the flat to Caldwell. He makes a cut to the 40 and inside the 40 to the 38. Good job falling forward at the end of that play by Caldwell to gain a couple extra yards.
Boy, he's picked up tough yards here tonight, hasn't he? He's had a heck of a game, and for the few yards that he's gotten, that one will give him 4. He's really had to earn every yard that he's gotten here tonight.
And he's limping and out there just toughing it out, as you can see. 2nd and 6 for the Eagles at the modern day 38. 2:19 to go, 3rd quarter. 34-22, Eagles trail. Shashin fakes it to Caldwell, keeps it, and trying to push the pile forward. Does a nice job for a moment, but that's going to be a gain of maybe 2 on the play. They'll spot it up about the 36, a gain of 1.5 yards, 2. Brings up a big 3rd down again, but in this spot of the field, as we've mentioned before, definitely 4-down territory for the Eagles.
Well, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions in this drive, looking for a trifecta here.
3rd and 4. Three down linemen for the Knights as they employ the 3-4 defense. And the pitch is to Caldwell. He's in trouble. Makes a cut, though, and he's got first down, touchdown. Flag comes out. Caldwell takes it into the end zone from 36 yards out, but we've got flags all over the field.
Oh, boy.
And you have to think that's coming back.
Wow. Even if they're offsetting, it's going to wipe out a touchdown here. And I don't know what happened back here.
When Caldwell was in trouble, he turned on the speed, took it down the sidelines for a 36-yard touchdown.
He's spent. Look at him.
He is. And he was like that a couple plays earlier in the drive, actually.
Well, this is the only flag I see. Well, there's one on the far side over there.
Far
Okay.
corner.
And they're discussing
I can't
this.
imagine what that one would be in the far corner.
He was in the clear, wasn't he?
He was. No, he wasn't touched after the last 25 yards of the run was completely untouched.
I don't know what they could be calling here. This is the one that's got me stumped. I just didn't see anything back here.
Personal foul against Breese Modern Day.
Oh, wow.
Sportsmanship against the Knights.
Count the score.
That's going to put the Eagles within 6. It's 34-28, just like that.
Well, I'm thinking back here, there may have been a chop block because it looked like the one that came off the corner. Yeah, the one that came off the corner went at the quarterback, and I think he went low on him. That's what I think is the call here without looking at a replay monitor. We don't have that luxury here. So unsportsmanlike, that's really strange to call an unsportsmanlike during a play on the far side. But nevertheless, I think CM will take the end result.
I think so. They're pretty happy with it. And it's a 34-28 game. And unlike the first 2 weeks when they made late comebacks that when the game seemed to be out of reach, this one is well within reach. Minute 25 left to go, third quarter. And
my question is, does the unsportsmanlike, do you tack that on the kickoff now? Or is that are we talking about a post-possession foul here?
That should be tacked on the kickoff, I would think. And they're explaining it to Coach Scott Townsend.
I think that's
right now.
the case. You wipe out, you decline the penalty, you decline the personal foul penalty because you got a touchdown, and of course you tack on the 15 on the kickoff, and I think that's what's going on here.
That's crucial because with the leg of Tanner Brown kicking off from the 50, I would think if he gets a hold of it, he can easily kick it into the end zone for a touchback.
Absolutely.
Extra point is up and through. And so with a minute 25 left to go in the third quarter, we got a ball game as the Eagles trail the Knights now just 34-29. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
With Louis Korak, Nick Dar back with you in Bethalto Hauser Field, where the Eagles now trail the Knights by a score of 34-29 with a minute 25 left to go in the third quarter. And we've got an Eagle player down on the field. That's Andrew Campbell, as he's got a little bit of a cramp, it appears, and the trainer's out working on him. And he's making his way to the sideline under his own power, though, and hopefully he'll be able to return. But with the unsportsmanlike conduct, the Eagles are going to get to kick this one off. We'll see. It should be from midfield. And the officials will see where they're going to spot this one.
Wait, wow.
Actually, this is a... they're going to spot it at the 30.
Well, maybe both penalties
they've assessed
count.
both penalties. Wow.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Why not going for an onside here?
That's a good idea. At this field position, you've got to take advantage of it, I would think.
Why would you not, I mean...
At worst, they get the football back at about the 20.
Because if you kick this into the end zone, you're gaining 10 yards out of it anyway. I'd go for an onside kick here.
No question, onside kick is a play. But we'll see what Scott Tonser and the Eagles do.
I mean, you kick this into the end zone, you're gaining 10 yards out of it anyway, and that's where you got to squib. Let's see what they do.
They do kick a little line drive squib kick, and the Eagles nearly got it.
Oh, wow.
Boy, that was well run. Alex Beloso nearly came up with it. But it's a great play anyway because they're going to say...
It's spotted at the 2 because Beloso got a hand on it initially, but the Mater Dei player came in and looked like he was the one that knocked it out of bounds. Well, because otherwise this ball is going to be a penalty. Absolutely. Boy, that almost worked.
I suppose since Mater Dei must have touched it otherwise.
But with the naked eye, it looked like to me they did. The back man just worried, wanted to make sure that they didn't lose the football there. He's the one that batted it out of bounds.
Well, this is where I don't like the spread formation at all, but they're going to run it out of their own end zone from the 2. Detmer in the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set, and he's going to run it up the middle and nearly brought down very quickly, but he breaks the tackle and takes it out to the 5, a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. Boy, that was... The Eagles were close there to getting almost a safety, or at least bringing him down at the 1, but Detmer shows nice speed to get it out to the 5.
3 yards doesn't sound like much, but when you're backed up to your goal line and just any kind of breathing room is something at this point, and 3 yards is almost like an eternity at this point of the field.
Detmer in the shotgun, standing just barely in his own end zone. Right at the goal line, as a matter of fact. He turns and fakes it to Heeman, throws high, but it's hauled in, and the tackle is broken, and he's out to the 20-yard line. Goes Timmerman.
Boy, that was
out to the 18, but a nice gain for the Knights.
What a great catch. I mean, the throw was high, and just a great catch by Timmerman to be able to pull that one in and get them out of the shadows of their own goal line.
Well, that was badly overthrown by Detmer, but you're right, Timmerman, a great haul, and gain of 14. And out to the 18. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 18 now for the Knights.
I think they're just going to want to get out of this quarter and go to a fresh clock.
We're under 25 seconds to go. And Detmer's in the shotgun again. 3 down linemen for the Eagles. Detmer looking far side, and he's got a man. It's Tony, and he's got the football 30, 40, 45, 50 up the sidelines into Eagle territory. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Cherry knocks him out of bounds with 5.9 seconds left to go, and this one's going to be spotted at about midfield. They'll mark it back inside Knight territory, actually, at the 49. As Phony, they'll say, stepped out of bounds, heading down the sidelines. Breaks a tackle and gets a big gain.
31-yard gain there, and that's his 3rd catch of 30 yards or more.
And his numbers are just phenomenal tonight. And now, I believe CM takes a timeout on defense with 5.9 left to go in the quarter.
I think so.
Well, that's a timeout you hate to have to take there. But they need to regroup defensively. They've got a 5-point deficit they're facing with 5.9 left to go. Phony going out of bounds stops the clock. But boy, you had them backed up at the 2, and the Knights have dug out of that hole, and they have it all the way out to their own 49 now.
How does 6 catches for 148 yards and a touchdown sound?
You would like to put him on your fantasy team this week.
He'd be my number 1 wide receiver, let's put it that way, even though I've got Greg Jennings going against the Bears Sunday night. I'll take those numbers at a heartbeat.
No question.
And that's a tight end out there. Well, he's listed as a tight end.
And boy, they list him at 6'7" as well. And
my tight end this week is Dallas Clark. I might have to put Dallas on the bench and take these numbers if I can have this.
I agree.
Boy, oh boy, what a night he's had so far. And that was another great catch, and he slipped away. I didn't see who the would-be tackler was, tried to make a play.
Timmerman goes in motion again as to Heeman, and he is crushed.
That was blown up in the backfield, and finally some pressure into this Mater Dei backfield.
Isaac Gowan on the tackle, a loss of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring the 3rd quarter to an end with the Knights leading the CM Eagles by a score of 34-29. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
When you use Tycon Builders for any project, no matter how big or small, they don't decide when the job is finished, you do. They won't even accept final payment for your project until you're 100% satisfied. Tycon Builders is a locally owned and operated company, so when they work on a home, they're working on the home of a neighbor, and they want to make sure their neighbors are happy. For home improvements, small or large, call Tycon Builders for a free estimate. 465-7335. Tycon Builders. Cross the bridge to quality.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village. With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
As the CM Eagles try and get their first win of the 2009 season, their first win since the 2007 season for that matter. Detmer under center this time on 2nd and 14. Fakes the handoff to Heeman. Now rolling to his right, all kinds of time. Now swings it out. He's got Feeney again, and he's going to be brought down inside CM territory.
A late flag again.
At the 48, but a flag comes in. The official on the near side throws it. Caldwell on the tackle. And we're going to call a legal man downfield against Breese Modern Day. Wow.
Wipe that out. Thinking what? Feeney's just adding to his totals.
The timing of the flag, I thought maybe they were going to call a late hit.
Yeah. Or a face mask or something, but
a legal man downfield, and that'll mark it back to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. They need to get the CM 42 for a first down. 2nd down and 18.
6th penalty of the half and 10th of the game.
And they've all been costly, it seems like.
Absolutely.
Well, they all are in a close game, I suppose, but
well, you go from third and about 6 or 7 to 2nd and 18. It makes a big difference. That was an 8-yard gain wiped out.
Detmer looking over the middle. That's nearly intercepted, but it's caught. It's Feeney again, and he's in the Eagle territory down to the 48. 49-yard line, they'll mark it.
Well, he just continues to make the plays, and that makes it manageable now. It's 3rd and 8. This might be the play of the game here.
This could be for the Eagle defense needing a stop.
You got to stop here. I would almost bet my bottom dollar you're going to force a punt here. Cannot imagine being at midfield, this being 2-down territory.
Detmer in the gun, sends Timmerman in motion. Rolls to his right, he's going to keep it, and he's got a first down. To the 40, to the 35, breaks it to the sideline, run out of bounds, inside the 30 to the 28.
Well, he smelled the blitz, and they came off the right side, and he was able to read it quickly. Boy, what a big run there, and he gains 22 yards on the play.
Well, it's 1st and 10 now for the Knights at the Eagle 28.
We'll give him 21 on that
carry. Give it to Heeman, and he breaks it back across the middle down to the 20. That's a gain of about 8. Big gain on first down for the Knights.
Yeah, that's what they were popping off early in the game, about 7, 8, 9 yards at a time, and really making it easy on them. And crucial run there by the quarterback Detmer to keep that drive alive. And now the Knights in a good spot to go back up by 2 scores here once again. A little over 10 minutes and change to go.
2nd down and 2 at the 20. Knights driving. Detmer turns and hands it to Heeman again. First down yardage to the 15. Dragging tacklers down near the 10. They'll spot it at the 11, but it's enough for a first down.
All of a sudden, he's starting to find some seams and getting some yards, and it's going to put the ball at the 11 so they can pick up another first down here, but you can almost call this 1st and goal situation being at the 11. They can get another first down, but it looks like it's going to be inside the 1.
Well, after putting 34 on the board in the first half, the Knights yet to score here in the second, but driving. 1st and 10 at the Eagle 11. Detmer in the gun. Fumbles the football again. The Eagles Eagles don't want it, and another costly turnover. That's the second turnover deep inside Eagle territory in the second half, and another big break for the Eagles.
Wow. Boy, you talk about something that could be a momentum swing. This is it right here.
Well, the last time the Knights drove it down and fumbled, the Eagles recovered it at their own 15. This time they recover it at their own 12. But another big play for the Eagles and a chance now with the football down by 5 to march it down and take the lead.
It looked like it was a good snap, but to me, that one goes on the quarterback, Detmer, because it looked like he tried to make a quick handoff to Heeman there, and he just failed to have the ball.
Caldwell gets the ball on a trap, and he takes it out across the 15 to the 16. 4 yards on first down. They'll take that all night.
Absolutely. Now you're in a situation where you want to take care of the football. If you can pick up 4 and 5 yards at a time, you're going to move the sticks every 3 downs.
2nd and 6. Shishin in the shotgun. Caldwell next to him. 4 wide receiver set. And the give is to Caldwell. Left side running room. And brought down out across the 20 to the 21. He's going to be close to the first down marker. I believe just shy. And it's going to bring up a huge 3rd and 1.
8:45 and counting. You're right. He got 5. He needed 6. And it's going to be a 3rd and about... not quite a yard. It's going to be 3rd and short, but here it is again. And here comes Cherry. Here comes his specialty. And what do you think is going to be coming here?
I'm thinking the quarterback's keeping it, but again, this is a spot where I don't like the spread formation on 3rd and short yardage. Cherry's going to turn and hand it to Caldwell. He's got enough for a first down on across the 25 to the 28-yard line.
Move the sticks.
Oh, they'll give him the 29 even, maybe.
Yeah, they're going to give him 8 on the carry, and forget the 1. But again, like you said, out of that spread, instead of 3rd and 1, it makes it like a 3rd and 5 and 6.
I tell you, Devin Caldwell,
well, he's having a game
hoping
tonight.
They call something else right now, though, I have to say. He is in motion, and he's looking like he's a little out of breath. Shishin, though, fakes it to him and keeps it. And brought down out across the 30 to the 31. That nearly a big play for the Eagles, but a good tackle there by the Knights.
Josh Hodges, boy, he did make a good play because that had some potential to be a big gainer there. He limits that to 3 yards.
2nd and 7, though, for the Eagles.
Hey, Caldwell's 18 years old. I think he can handle it.
He can handle it, no question. But they've taken him out, actually.
Yeah, he needs a breather every once in a while.
Jeff Justice into the game is the tailback. And Justice is going to have the ball faked to him. Shishin's going to keep it, and he's got some running room out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. So Shishin, again, keeping it that time, and he takes it out to the 38. It's going to be about a 3rd and 1 situation.
Boy, if he gets out to the edge, he's got some real estate, and just could not quite turn the corner, but does pick up 6 yards, and it's going to be another short down situation. Another big down here inside of 6 minutes.
Cherry comes back in. Justice is the running back. Caldwell has his helmet off on the sideline. You have to think Cherry's going to keep it here with Justice in the game.
I'm surprised the Knights aren't bringing an all-out blitz here.
Cherry gives it to Justice, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Now fighting. He might have the first down.
Get it.
Well, that's a great run by Jeff Justice.
Well, you're right. They had that blown up in the backfield, and he picks up 2 yards. Wow. I didn't think that had a prayer.
Boy, great play by Justice as he was going to be brought down for a loss of 2. Turns it into a gain of 2, and what a big 2 yards it is, as it's a first down for the Eagles. And now Caldwell and Shishin come back in.
So I guess we call Cherry their Wildcat specialist.
Shishin swings it out to Caldwell in the front. He breaks it to the sidelines to the 40, 45, midfield, knocked out of bounds finally. Enough for a first down, though, in the Knight territory at the 48.
Nice run there. Boy, you thought they were going to have him down. for minimal gain there, but he's able to get the edge and pick up 12 yards on the play and into modern-day territory.
You talk about a crowd and a team being into the game and smelling a first victory in a long, long time. The CM faithful into it now. 6:01 to go, 1st and 10, they've got it. Shasheen keeps it, 45-40.
Another first down.
6-yard line and another first down.
Well, you just wonder if this modern-day defense is just getting tired and starting to break down here.
Well, this drive has been all on the ground for the Eagles. It started back at their own 12.
They're in a no huddle.
The Knights 37.
I think Scott Tonser smells this. He's in no huddle.
Caldwell trying to bounce it outside, cuts it back, 35 flag down. And that's going to be a hold against CM, I think.
That's my guess.
He picks up about 4 on the carry, but we'll check the penalty. Holding against CM it is.
That's a killer there.
Holding against CM.
Well, that's going to push him back.
Instead of a 4-yard gain, boy. Instead of gaining 4 yards, well, they're going to give him the mark-off. They're going to give him the 4 yards, so it's going to bring up about a 1st and 16 here. 1st and 17, give or take.
They spot it back at the 44-yard line. They'll call it 1st and 17. Shasheen in the shotgun.
So he gained about 3 on the play. And look at Brown out in the flat.
Motion. Shasheen rolling right, being chased, throwing it up for grabs, tipped, nearly intercepted, nearly caught by McKinney, but it falls harmlessly incomplete, and it brings up 2nd and 17.
Boy, that was right over there around Scott Tonser, and I'm sure the blood pressure jumped up about 200 digits there.
Well, 2nd and 17 now. Eagles have it at the Knight 44. Shasheen in the shotgun. Looks to the sideline for the call. Now studies the field, surveys the field. 3 down linemen for the Knights. They bring just 3. Time for Shasheen over the middle and intercepted. No, dropped. There were 2 Knights there. Steemack was the intended receiver. Bernston got a hand on it. Nearly intercepted it. It brings up 3rd and 17.
Boy, when you float the football up like that, you're asking for trouble. And Devin Caldwell's got to be feeling something if he's not in the ball game here. CM got away with one there.
Jeff Justice is the running back with Caldwell on the sideline. Shasheen fakes to the right, now rolling to his right. Throwing for the end zone. And great coverage down there on McKinney, the intended receiver, but we've got a flag down.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Alex Tebby was in the coverage.
They could be calling this offensive. I think they're calling this on McKinney.
I believe you're right. As the Knight players, anyway, are indicating that. They point towards the CM side. The officials conference and talk about what they're going to call. But both teams walking back to the line of scrimmage, and it is offensive pass interference against CM. Boy, that was just great coverage by Tebby.
It was, and I think McKinney basically just turned into the DB there himself because he had no chance of catching that ball, and I guess he wanted to make sure that the intended DB there, he's the intended receiver, the actual DB doesn't make a play there. But I'll tell you what, you back this up 15 yards, you still give CM a down, I would almost decline the penalty.
If you decline it, you're looking at 4th and 17.
But then again, I think they're looking also at the fact that if they decline this, they give CM a good chance to pin them deep, so they want to try to back them up as far as they can here, so when they do punt the ball. But again, you're in a situation, it is a loss of down. Okay, well, that makes sense.
Well, that's an easy decision then. So a loss of down, a really costly penalty.
I didn't think that was a loss of down, but
I didn't think so either. But
you learn something new every day.
I suppose so. 4th and a mile for the Eagles, as they're going to have to punt this one away. Brown.
Don't even ask me the yardage on this.
Set to punt it away. Low snap, fumbled by Brown. He gets off a low line drive kick, headed for the sidelines, takes a CM bounce. And inside the 20 to the 19.
I think they'll take
down
that.
there by the Eagles. That is a win for the CM special teams there, I have to say.
Turns into about a 42-yard punt there. Got a little generous roll of about 15 yards, but it all counts.
The 2 nightmares that you've had in your return coverage teams, the 94-yard kick return for a touchdown, the 67-yard punt return for a touchdown, you got to be pleased with that. You got 5 minutes to go, and the Knights have it 1st and 10 at their own 18, leading by 5.
Now here you go. Your defense has pitched a shutout here in the second half. You're asking them to step up again.
Detmer fakes it to Heeman. He's going to keep it. He's got running room. 25, cuts it back to the 30. All kinds of room now. 35, 40. 45 into CM territory. Down to the 40 and brought down there finally by McKinney. Inside the 40 to the 39-yard line goes Detmer on a huge run.
Boy, they sold the fake. CM bit, and it turns into a big first down. Gets out of the shadows of their own goal line here. 43-yard gain, and that one really hurts.
Well, 1st and 10. Knights at the Eagle 39. They've driven it deep inside CM territory twice here in the second half and fumbled it both times. The Eagles could use another turnover here. I formation this time for the Knights, with Detmer up under center for one of the few times this evening. And now a flag comes out.
Delay a game against the Knights.
Delay a game against Breese Modern Day. That'll push them back 5 yards.
11 penalties on the night.
Boy, and they just cannot be. They've got to be saying to themselves, how can we be up 5? And the reason being is the turnovers and the penalties, really, when you give the Eagles credit for playing a heart game here, but the Knights have made some mistakes. Heeman gets the carry, and he's got some running room. Dragging tacklers to the 30, to the 29.
Boy.
What a run by Heeman that time.
Too much there. Too much on first down, and not only does he get the penalty yards back, but he darn near picks up the first down, and Mater Dei is quite happy here with moving the sticks and continuing to chew this clock up. CM's got all three of their timeouts left. They're going to 4:06 to go here before they reset. You're going to have to get into a situation here where you got to start maybe thinking about using those timeouts now.
I'm Breese Mater Dei. I got to be wondering why the clock is stopped if they're not moving the chains.
I agree. Well,
now they're bringing it in for a measurement.
So that makes sense. Yeah.
But it took a while to get the measurement indication out there.
Yeah, I thought he was short, but I guess they feel like it's close enough to give it a whirl, and it is just short.
About the length of the football, it would appear. Although the official is right in my way.
I knew it all along. Just look. I'll give you the cue up here.
Louis.
I'll give you guys the cue.
They'll let you know when it's a first down.
I get it right 1 out of every 1,000 times.
Well, 2nd and 1. Be an interesting time for a play action here. Maybe take a shot. Feeney is not on the field, their big play receiver.
Oh, he's lined up on the edge here.
He is lined up at tight end right now. For the first time all night, he's playing his listed position. Detmer up under center. And he's going to turn and hand it off straight ahead to Heeman. First down to the 25. They go off left tackle that time.
First down, Knights.
And easily pick up the first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Eagle 25.
Clock continuing. Well, now it's starting to run again. 3:42 and counting.
Knights got this football back with about 6 minutes left to go. And they have managed to chew off some time and move the football all the way into Eagle territory at the 25. Up under center again is Detmer. Caldwell on the sidelines again, working on a cramp issue perhaps.
That's not a good sign.
As the give is to Heeman, and he's down inside the 20 now to the 19. So a big gain on first down of about 6. And they continue to work on Devin Caldwell on the near sideline.
It almost reminds you of Steelers losing Troy Polamalu last night. Best defensive guy is the secondary, and he certainly is for this team here.
Boy, he's big on both sides of the football for him, and that's a key loss.
So he's better than Polamalu, right? Because he does it on both sides of the ball. Yeah.
Mind seeing Polamalu get a few carries, though. Heeman gets the football this time, and he takes it inside the 15, and another first down for the Knights, it would appear. He's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the modern-day offensive line beginning to wear down this bad exchange, and you notice now,
not the
Detmer, lining up under center.
In the eye. He'll fake it to Heeman and roll to his right. Looking for Feeney. Now he's going to pull it down and run, and he's got it down to the 5, to the 1, touchdown. Detmer goes in from 12 yards out. He tucked it down, and when he made his decision, he was off like a rocket to the end zone, and that makes it 40-29.
Well, you have to respect the fact that you had Feeney there in the flat, and it looked like there was going to be a pass play to him. Detmer does a nice job of hanging on to the ball, and it looks like the home faithful is making its way to the exits here.
12-yard touchdown run with 2:20 left to go, and stranger things have happened, to say the least.
We've seen a lot of it here.
Plenty of time left, really, 2:20.
Looks like they're going for 2.
Up 11. This would put them up 13. Empty backfield. 5 wideouts for Detmer in the shotgun. Heeman goes in motion. They'll fake it to him. Flags down. Detmer keeping it and taking it into the end zone. 2-point conversion good, but we'll check the penalty. It's going to be an illegal motion penalty against the Knights. And now we'll see if they elect to send the kicking unit out or if they'll go for 2 again.
Well, the way, you're up by 11. It's, in this situation, if you don't convert, it's a touchdown and a 2, and a field goal could tie it. I would almost think put the point on the board and force CM to score 2 touchdowns.
That is what I would be thinking, but we'll see what.
But that's why we're up here.
Coaching. That's right.
We're not getting paid the big bucks.
They are going to go for 2 again, and they're going to run that same empty backfield 5 wideout formation.
Well, this is interesting here.
Detmer in the gun. Heeman goes in motion again. Looking to his right, now comes back to the left, over the middle, high throw, incomplete. And it's an 11-point game, 40-29 with 2:20 left to go in the ball game. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
If you haven't driven a Ford, drive one. You'll be surprised.
Drive green in the 09 Ford Focus. All new design, up to 35 miles per gallon, and it talks. Drive smart in the 09 Fusion, a Consumer Digest Best Buy. Drive safe in the Ford Escape, equipped with roll stability control and Ford's personal safety system. Drive quality in the 09 Edge, voted the most appealing midsize CUV by J.D. Power. Come in today and drive one. Roberts Motors, easy to get to, just off Highway 67 or Highway 3 in Alton.
Honey, who does our car insurance?
State Farm.
And what about our house?
State Farm, too.
And what about our life insurance?
Why do you ask?
Well, I've got something to tell you.
Bringing new life into the world is one of many great reasons to talk about life insurance. So contact your State Farm agent today. They'll help you choose the right coverage.
Contact Tom Lane to discuss all of your life insurance needs at 377-8912 across from Gino's 140 Club in Bethalto.
Back in Bethalto, 40-29, 2:20 left to go in the ball game. The Eagles not out of this one yet. Getting set to get the football back here as the Knights punch it in on a good drive, capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run from Detmer. And that makes the score 40-29. First score of the second half for the Knights after putting 34 on the board in the first half.
It's going to make it tough, but like you said, not out of the realm of possibility, of course. You have to turn into a 2-minute, basically you have to run your 2-minute offense now.
You need a quick score, an onside kick. Devin Caldwell is on the field here as they get set for the kickoff, but it seems like his right hand is pretty heavily taped.
I don't recall anything out of the ordinary when it happened to him. You wonder if somebody maybe stepped on him. I would think that would hurt. He has been on the ground quite a bit.
He has been, yes.
Getting some of those tough yards. Now that time they kick it deep.
Straight ahead kick. Fielded at the 20 to the 25 to the 30. Goes 44. Alex Lopez, I believe. And now CM's offense comes out on the field, and again needing that quick score with 2:12 left to go. And Shasheen comes out in the shotgun, of course, as he has been all night long.
Well, you're in passing situations from here on out. There's no time to be running any quarterback draws or delayed handoffs. Got to put the ball in the air.
Caldwell is on the field. He could be a factor.
My call would be go deep, young man. Go deep instead of go west.
Shasheen pump fake, now going deep.
Nothing there.
Nothing there. It's going to be almost intercepted. McKinney, the intended receiver, Timmerman, almost came down with that one.
Well, he wasn't fooled by that. That was actually double coverage there. He also had number 10, Drew Burnson there.
And he pumped it once to McKinney and then tried to run a little out and up, but nothing there.
Well, that's weird. You decide to come to the right side, but you have the left side overloaded with your receivers.
Shasheen takes a snap, rolling to his left, being chased, in trouble, throwing it away, and that one falls incomplete. Veloso, the intended receiver that time, and probably a good thing that was incomplete, as Veloso would have caught it behind the line of scrimmage, and the Knights were right there.
Well, they're bringing the heat now. They're not...
No prevent defense right here. They are coming after Shasheen, at least on that play.
And you know what? I'm going to say that again. They call it prevent. What are you preventing? I hate seeing those formations, and all you're doing is just giving up free yards. But the Knights aren't taking any chances. They're bringing it, not giving Shasheen any time to throw this football.
They bring 6 this time. They bring the house, and that one is incomplete. It forced a quick throw to McKinney, and now it falls incomplete. They brought everybody that play. And Shasheen was under pressure, tried to get it to McKinney, but out of his reach. Now they'll have to go for it on 4th and 10 from their own 32.
Well, that's 5 straight incompletions, and yeah, you're down by 2 scores. There's 2 minutes on the nose left here. It's do or die.
Shasheen drops to throw, looking for the near sideline. Now comes back over the middle. Man, open, incomplete, and now intercepted. It goes through the hands of
now they're calling
Stigmack
it incomplete.
and falls incomplete, nearly intercepted by Bernston.
Should have been caught.
But actually, the non-interception turns out to be better for the Knights, as they'll get it now back at the 32 as opposed to the 42. As the Eagles turn it over on downs.
You run a couple plays here, you pick up a first down, you know CM's going to burn its 2 timeouts.
Under 2 minutes
to go. Take
to go.
a couple knees.
1:54 to go, and it appears that a valiant effort by the Eagles is going to fall just short. But some definite positives to take out of the game. Detmer's going to be up under center, as he has been for much of this 4th quarter, really, as the Knights are going to take a timeout and talk it over. But always a little curious as to what there is to talk over about running out the last minute and 54 seconds of the game with an 11-point lead, but want to make sure they get the right play called. And
so in other words, you're saying coaches overcoach sometimes?
Sometimes. I wasn't going to say that, but...
Well, I'll say it.
Well, the Eagles down 11, minute 54 to go. Knights with the football at the Eagle 32, and an interesting ball game and a great effort from both teams, and it appears that the Knights are going to come out on top.
I would say that's a good bet. It's going to be awfully difficult for CM to get this football
You'd have
back
something to
twice.
write about tomorrow if CM came back. That's
I'm going to run out of. It's going to take me an hour just to put the box score together.
Heeman on the carry.
Heeman on the carry that time, and he picks up a few.
He's actually ran the ball very well here in the second half.
Minute 35 to go.
And CM's not even going to use its timeouts here.
Not using their timeouts, so the Knights could take a knee here. We'll see. Full house backfield. Two tight ends set. Detmer up under center, and they'll let the clock run down. They're going to turn and hand it off, and that one is to Corey Ratterman.
Ratterman on the carry.
And he takes it down to the 25-yard line, brings up third down.
Gain of 2.
Be under a minute to go when the Knights run this play.
Well, Heeman and Detmer have been their only rushers of the Knights, so.
Boy, it's somewhat odd in a high school game to see just 2 ball carriers the entire night. But that's what the Knights have done up until this point.
Well, they've thrown the ball quite a bit,
They
too,
have.
so.
Detmer's going to turn and hand it to Ratterman again, and he's going to be brought down immediately by Cherry. And now the Eagles will take a timeout with 34.9 seconds left to go.
You want to make them think about it, but I'm sure they'll go for it here.
It'll be 4th and 3 for the Knights. And had the Eagles not taken the timeout, the Knights could have just let the clock run out and game would have been over. But so the Eagles will take a timeout, having one, and try and force a stop here and maybe get the football back. But in any case, the Eagles will fall short of their first victory of the season. They'll fall to 0-3 heading into Mississippi Valley Conference play at Triad next week. And they'll hope to welcome Zach Tobin back next week. He's in uniform this evening on the sidelines, but still has a cast on that left hand.
You're correct on that. Well, I bet he's, no pun intended, I bet he's itching to get that thing off.
I think so, yes.
I can just imagine how that thing feels after about 4 to 6 weeks.
4th and 3 for the Knights from the Eagle 26.
And no shock, they will go for it.
Detmer up under center is probably going to turn and hand this one to Ratterman again, perhaps.
Or keep it himself, no?
He'll give it to Ratterman. And trying to push the pile ahead for the first down. He'll come up shy. And that'll stop the clock as the Knights will turn it over on downs and give the possession back to the Eagles with 29.7 left to go.
Initial hit, short of a first down. CM takes over 1st and 10.
Yeah. Give him a few more offensive plays here to help somebody pad the stats,
Absolutely.
maybe. Or shrink Shashin's completion percentage. One or the other.
That's true. Well, the Eagles in the first 3 weeks of the season have put up 14, 28, and now at least 29 points.
Well, they're certainly not offensively challenged.
They can put points on the board, and of course, really when you look back at this game, still the 2 kickoff returns, the kickoff return and the punt return for the touchdown are still
it's the difference in the game.
In the ball game.
That's the game.
Shashin in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers set, Caldwell next to him. Check that, that's Justice. They'll run a reverse. And now Belosa looking to throw. He'll pull it down and head for the sidelines, and he will get out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. They'll mark it up at the 31, a gain of about 7.
Looked like he was originally going to throw that football, but
you're right.
Decided against it.
Gain of 7.
Give him, we'll give him 8 yards on that.
21.2 seconds left to go in the ball game. 2nd and 3 for the Eagles, trailing by 11. The Knights next week will be on the road at Freeburg. Now Beloso throws it back across to Shasheen. He makes the catch, trying to break tackles. He's going to be brought down, though, back at the 35, and he stays in bounds, and that is likely going to end the game unless CM that is going to end it. That'll be our last play of the game.
Wow, and he loses 5.
And he loses 5 yards, and unceremoniously ending this ball game with the Eagles losing by a score of 40-29. Back to wrap it up after this. You're listening to Z1570 Radio Sports.
Supplier Pricing Plus at the East Side's newest and one of the largest Chevy dealerships, Jack Schmidt Chevy of Wood River, with 14 acres of selection and more selection. Now all with Supplier Pricing Plus. Save $8,165 on a new 09 half-ton Silverado. A new 09 Malibu LS, just $18,600. Hit the road with Jack Schmidt, with over 14 acres of service, selection, and savings.
Hit the road with Jack.
Jack Schmidt Chevy,
Jack Schmidt.
Wood River, Illinois.
Life is busy, and that's a good thing. Olin Community Credit Union helps me keep up with convenient checking services like free online banking and bill pay, 5 area locations, and free ATMs. They even provide extra deposit insurance to keep my money safe and sound. I know I can count on them, and that helps me give 100% to the people who are counting on me. Call Olin Community Credit Union today or visit them online at olincreditunion.org. Trust me, you'll be glad you did.
With Louis Korak, Nick Darr back with you in Bethalto, where the Eagles fall to the Breese Modern Day Knights by a score of 40-29. A high-scoring, high-flying first half, 34-22 at the half, and then nothing in the second half, basically scoring-wise. 56-13, the first half outscored the second half.
Well, it was a valiant effort by the CM team here tonight. Again, for second home game of the season, they fall just a little bit short, and the difference in this one tonight, we've said it a number of times, special teams was the telltale story here tonight. You give up a kickoff return and a punt return for a touchdown, typically good things don't happen.
It was 34-22. The Knights led it at halftime. The Eagles scoring on a 36-yard touchdown run from Devin Caldwell made it 34-29. It looked at that point the Eagles had some chances. Actually got the football back, had driven down into modern-day territory, and then a penalty. And that pushed them back, made it a 1st and 17, and they never recovered from that point on, really.
Yeah, it was a holding penalty that brought them back. You're pushing the football inside the 30-yard line. All of a sudden, you're back beyond the 40, and from then on, they went backwards. They never got close to getting to the end zone again. Mater Dei put another one on the board. They made it a 2-score game. Were able to hold on in the end and come away with a road victory.
So the Knights win it by a score of 40-29. Breese Mater Dei is on the road next week. They're at Freeburg. The CM Eagles, meanwhile, with a record of 0-3, try and get in the winning column at Triad next week as they open Mississippi Valley Conference play. For my partner, Louis Korak, Nick Darr saying so long, everybody. Stay tuned.
Riverbender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Jack Schmidt Chevrolet, the #1 GM certified dealer in Southern Illinois. Olin Community Credit Union, exceeding member expectations since 1934. Tycon Builders, 25 years of quality construction services. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, Buy American. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof.